Oh my goodness, hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dove Kitty and Sarah and Frosty and Shannon. Good morning, Pop Trauma and Mishan. Hello. Sea Life's Beauty. Jen, Living, Laughing, Crafting. Hello, Nicole, Moonface. Jen T, welcome back to Popster. Lovely to see you back. Thick bottom pan. I was going to say soft bottom pan. That's a different thing. Sophie, hello. Lewis, hello. Cara, hello. Hello, everybody. Lovely to see you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Happy Sunday, everybody. Lottie, hello. Happy weekend, lovely. I hope you're having a great time. Sea Life's Beauty, thank you so much for rejoining as a channel member. I see you and appreciate it. Hello. How's everybody going? How's everybody's weekend? Thanks for asking. My weekend has been massive and amazing and freezing and beautiful, and I just had a really good time. So I'm sorry that I was away on Friday, Saturday, but it is kind of the running theme at the moment. It was a really good weekend, and I just got home and I threw some washing on and I cleaned the house a little bit, and I decided, you know what, I should say hi to everyone because it's been a while and I don't want to wait until tonight, so we're doing it now. Yay. Yay. Sophie, thank you very much for being here for 3 months. Sophie says, happy Pride Month, everyone. Good vibes to all. I agree. Happy Pride. I hope you have a fabulous month and weekend, Sophie. Thanks so much for stopping by, and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much, Pop. Yeah, no, it was a really good time. And I decided, hey, I've got enough time today while the washing's on, and while I don't think wait, where is Gobby? Oh, Gobby's lost. I'm going to probably have to rescue Gobby at some point. Gobby will start yelling. I thought, why not check in with Girlwood and see what's happening? So today, we're going to be reacting to both Miss Chantal Marie and Miss Foodie Beauty in their recent pieces of content. Now, I am just sticking with the mukbangs. I'm sticking with the mukbangs for Chantal because I just don't have a lot of patience. It's wearing thin. And Amber's got a 40-minute live stream about Destiny's Lies, so I thought, hey, why not just get a twofer today, you know? Moist Best, hello, thank you very much for the super chat. That's a name. What's up? Well, not much. I just started my day here on the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the generosity, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Creek Native Girl, good to see you. Hankster, hello. Queen, lovely to see you as well. And Hammy, hello, love. Good to see you too. All right, so I don't think I can generalize what I've missed over the weekend. What did I miss? Where did I leave off? Well, I left Chantal before she got the henna on her hands, so that's new. That's gonna come up at some point. I'm sure I'll talk about it. I don't have a lot of insight to give you. I just know that it's a noted storyline in the narrative. I don't know if there's anything interesting to talk about it. I haven't seen the KFC Twister and Jalapeno Cheese Fries mukbang, but I think the McDonald's one before that will probably skip through a little bit. She starts talking about serial killers. You know my perspective on Chantal talking about any of that stuff is pretty much skip straight through it. So we'll see how much of the McDonald's I can tolerate and then move on to KFC. Oh boy. I looked at her channel today and thought, wow, you really are pumping out the mukbangs, aren't you? Just like in 2 days, she had 3 mukbangs. That is... I don't know, we've spoken about this before. I don't know whether or not she, like, justifies the diet. I say the diet as in the things that she eats. I don't know whether or not in her brain she justifies the diet based on, I need to create content on this. What happened to the couples channel? Where's all of that vlog content? I know no one was really here for it, and, you know, the numbers are speaking for themselves. But I think, would I prefer a mukbang or a couples channel piece of content? Well, if it was Snoopy Light, I guess I would probably prefer the couples channel stuff. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, and then we've got a 40-minute live stream, as I said. So, everybody strap in, get a beverage, get a snack, feel cozy and comfortable. Celebrate your Sunday and Saturday, depending on, again, where you are. And thanks so much for being here. For those of you who don't know, hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I am not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who listens and wait, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much foodie and Amber, and also not here to bully, shame, harass, or humiliate, literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what? Choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet, choices. Very good. Okay, so we're going to get started. Jamie, lovely to see you. Hello. Hello. Zooflute, hello. Jack, hello. LaFlay, hello. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hi. Okay, McDonald's, big and tasty and MOZZA stick mukbang. I swear she's eaten this before, but, I mean, who am I to remember? Let's get started. Woohoo. Let's go. Tara, hello, I see you. Oh, she's loud. Oh, that's not good. Turn it down.
Hello, foodie beauties.
So loud.
Hello.
Not loud now.
Hi, guys.
Ah.
Welcome back to another mukbang.
Am I watching? Yes, 1.5 speed seems accurate. 25 minutes of this. Who has the time?
Hold on. I have lip gloss mouth. You ever did that?
Oh, top chat or live chat? I was on top chat for a minute there. Sorry. Chat, make sure you're on live chat. Whoopsie daisy. Thank you.
Like, I like to wear lip gloss and then I hate the feeling of it and then I wipe it all up. So weird, so weird. Is my camera off center a bit? Oh well, you're gonna have to take crooked me today. Anyways, I have a Coke from McDonald's.
What is going on with this screen? Hold on. Oh, I think it might be doing that thing. Is it doing that thing? It's probably doing that thing. It was doing that thing. Never mind. It was me. Me, not her. It's fine.
Hi, baby. What?
I
Say
know,
hello
Sarah.
to Julia, the
It worked
baby
this time.
So, today for McDonald's, I want to try different things from McDonald's. Hi! Sorry, I can't help it. She's too cute.
I've got to ask the question, why? I don't think anybody in the audience gives two hoots what Chantal's eating from McDonald's. I certainly don't.
Hi. So I want to try different things from McDonald's
Cowabunga,
that we don't
hello.
have in at least Canada that I can remember. I don't know about the US, but this is a Big Tasty. Big Tasty. And we'll see what's on it here in a second. And they have mozzarella sticks at their McDonald's. Can you believe that? And of course, just your McDonald's fries. So let's open the Big Tasty.
So, once again, since we're getting daily, if not 2 daily mukbangs, now I'm assuming the what I ate in a day when I don't mukbang thing really doesn't apply for most days, considering if you look at the last like 30 days worth of content, Chantal's pumped out a mukbang a day. Like, why not just do it what I eat in a day regularly when I do a mukbang? Because that would be actually a bit more insightful. I don't think she's caring about being insightful. Also, why are we still eating on a laptop box? How is it that we managed to get a nice carpet in this room? How is it that we managed to move houses and not find an eating table? That's what it is. It's an eating table.
Let's see what's in it. Here.
Lottie, she's not going to start now.
Looks big and tasty. So it has a beef patty, pickles, mayo, onions, tomato, lettuce, and
I'm assuming that this is McDonald's response to a Whopper. It seems like it.
cheese. Okay.
Oh, cat's on the counter. Wow, what a throwback.
Hey, I'm hungry.
This isn't a counter. This is a box. We're sitting on a box. I need to know how this table's set up because this is some type of optical illusion in my mind. Like, what is the box sitting on?
No, you cannot have me. No, honey, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. You had your supper. Okay. Fair enough.
We're at the stage now where we're back to eating cat hair. Noted. Yeah.
I won't give her any, so she just knocked over things on the table. Typical cat. That's why I love you. Okay.
Eating on laptop boxes.
Let's get the ketchup open.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
so today, I figure...
Honey Bunny asked Pop asked an important question. Pop asked, does she not get tired of burgers? No. Burgers are her favorite food. Like, she'll lie and tell you it's rice and meat and veggies and all of that. But burgers, it has gone on record where Chantal has noted that burgers are her favorite food. Burgers, but it's always burgers.
I like it so much less stressful.
Is it fresh and fuzzy?
When I'm just doing mukbangs and talking about random topics that are not my private life. Very personal things anyways. You know, I talk about my mental health and health sometimes, whatever I want to share. But...
Ma'am, I need to understand what Chantal's gauge of stressful is. Like, what's stressful versus unstressful? Because, like, if you think sitting on the internet talking about yourself in the capacities that you have is stressful, we're going to have to take a walk in nature, I feel. Outside.
You know, I just want to talk about different things. So, in Canadian news, something that's very pertinent besides the fires, I hope if you're affected by the fires that you're able to get to a safe location. And, you know, my heart goes out to those impacted by the fires in Canada, the wildfire.
Kabira, hello. Thank you so much for being here for 4 months. I appreciate it. Kabira says, when you have cats, make peace with eating cat hair. Well, maybe so, but I don't think I'd be making peace with the cat on the laptop box that I was trying to eat off of. There's a lot of things in that sentence, actually, that I would aim not to do. It's mostly eating off the laptop box.
Yeah, I need like 10 packets of ketchup.
Lovely. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken about the henna. I think it looks beautiful. Like, it looks... The design is great. The artist obviously took quite a lot of time Hadn't had a lot of patience with it. I don't know if henna like flakes off, because I know that obviously like the ink sits on top of the skin, and I don't know whether or not it flakes because it then dyes the skin underneath or stains the skin underneath, right? If my understanding of it is correct, which it may not be. But I'm assuming that it washes off at some point. Not the stain, but the actual ink itself sitting on top. Maybe not. Who knows? Not me.
Oh, I love Coke from McDonald's. All right,
I agree, Sarah. I think the other thing, like the art itself is beautiful in a vacuum. On Chantal's hands, not doing the job I think she thinks it's doing. Yeah. Because you want kind of like long, like if you want to elongate your hands, long, clean lines, right? It's very much her, yeah. More stuff on it makes everything kind of seem a little bit, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Not narrower. Rounder. Is that the word?
A little late, but better late than never, no? So, I don't know if you guys...
Squished. Squished is a good word.
I know who.
Stuffed, yeah.
Paul Bernardo is. He's one of the...
Chunkier. Hey, Christian, good to see you. That's a good word, too.
The most notorious serial killers. Serial rapists in Canadian...
Clumpy. Oh, my God, Jen, that's a great word.
history.
Stout. Oh, like a teapot.
He was arrested in 1993 for a double... for a homicide.
Yeah, because, like, again, looking at the actual, like, the individual designs themselves, they look beautiful. Like, I think if Chantal had taken, like, one of the finger designs and just put it on one finger, or, like, two fingers, or, you know, not the entire hand, because it does pull the eye very, like... I know she's making a fist in this picture, but she just doesn't have, like... She doesn't have the longest fingers, and that's not important. It doesn't matter, but, like... I don't know. It's just... It just looks a little... It looks a little... Yeah, round. Round.
For two homicides.
Oh, Maggie, how's Diablo?
And he committed just a huge amount of, you know, crimes. And...
Yeah, like, I really like her pinky and her ring finger. Like, if she just had those going up her hand to make a longer line, that might have worked nicer.
The major being those murders. And then I think it was second-degree murder he was convicted of.
Oh, God, we are really starting early talking about serial killers. What if I just skip? What if we just skip? It's fine.
They were being secretive about it because it was kind of, like, under wraps. That he was transferred to from maximum to medium security. Now, he spent 30 years in maximum security prison.
Just to note that Chantal's never paid taxes. I don't feel like that's particularly poignant, but it may come up to be poignant at some time. No, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for being here for 26 months. I appreciate it. Nana Kadana says, her telling any story sucks the life out of me. Yeah, it certainly sucks the life out of, like, any interest that I may have in that story. I agree. And yeah, I don't know what it is. She's not a good storyteller.
In, like, a 6x6 cell. And people are, like, freaking out. Politicians are freaking out. Like, everyone is just, like, petitioning to have him return to, or urging him to be returned to maximum security. Especially, she keeps...
I'm sorry, did that cat just take a fry?
Like, everyone is just, like, petitioning to have him return to, or urging him to be returned to maximum security. Especially...
Julia just took a fry. I imagine that amount of salt and fat is not good for cats either. No, Chantal's not on record for being a good cat mom, even though she had a shirt.
She keeps... Especially... No more. The grease cannot be good for your
Kelly, hello.
digestive system, okay? Okay.
Very smooth cat. Yeah. Also, the cat story doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I rewatched that live stream listening into, like, the portion where they were talking about the cat. And Chantal's telling us that it's one of Snoopy's family friends or whatever. But they're saying, oh, well, something suddenly happened and they had to move and it's very much like our situation. But the cat's only like 5 months old. That doesn't make a lot of sense. How young did you get the cat? I'm talking about the other people. Like, because, again, like, picking up your life and moving overseas generally takes more than, like, a week to plan. So, I don't know. It just smells something. I smell a stunt. I honestly think that this cat is from the street.
Here, one more.
Street cat?
Go ahead.
I agree. Oh, cat with Wi-Fi, I agree. So I'll take it from the professional. Yeah. Although you've got Wi-Fi, so maybe not. No, I think this cat's probably a street cat.
No. Here.
Only because I did also see that clip of Chantal picking up the cat, and it seemed a little bit uncomfortable. From everything we've seen of street cats in Kuwait, they seem quite approachable and quite, like, placid when it comes to dealing with people. So it wouldn't surprise me that this cat, I don't know. I also don't know what a 5-month-old cat looks like. It just seems particularly grown up for a 5-month-old. I don't know. Oh, anyway, then, lovely to see you, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous night, and I hope you're keeping safe. Thank you so much for the support and the super chat. And he says, we have a show in Canada called Trailer Park Boys. I'm mildly familiar. One of the characters, Randy's, is always shows I've got out slamming cheeseburgers. Real life Randy Bandy and eats burgers. She eats a lot of burgers. Annie, she eats a lot of burgers, and she does it all online, and burgers are her favorite. And I can't believe we're eating KFC the day after this. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I think, and thank you for the super chat, and sorry for my ramble tange. That one. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine eating this on the daily. When you've got nothing else to do. That's the thing. Chantal's bored at home. We know she's bored at home because she's decided to start doing impersonations of reaction channels. Like, we know she's bored at home. She's got fuck all to do. And yet still, convenience food is the way. No, Mary, you need to watch the food channel or something. Get invested in actually cooking, because this is just this. And it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good.
I love her so much.
Funnyish, thank you for the super chat as well. Funnyish says, henna looks better if you remove it with oil. Let it flake off. You can wash it off, etc. But better if you rub it off with oil. Oh, that makes sense. Does it like reintroduce oils or moisture back into the skin after it's been stained? That would make sense. How long? I do actually wonder. Thank you so much for the super chat, Funnyish. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good weekend. How long to keep henna on skin? How long do you leave it on for? Once you have applied the henna design to the skin, you should leave it on there as long as possible, at least 2 hours. The longer you leave it on the skin, the darker the stain will be. Once the paste is dry, you can wrap the design using saran wrap to help keep it in place. Oh, so kind of similar to an actual tattoo, but without the needling. Keep the henna paste on for 5 to 6 hours so the stain sets in your skin. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the blurry nature of Chantal's YouTube existence. It's just fuzzy. But it seems to me, I don't know. I don't know how many days or how many hours she's kept the ink on her skin, but I think she's kept it on for longer than that. It feels like longer. Oh, LaFlay, thanks for the reminder. Chat, if you're having a fabulous weekend and you're enjoying the stream, or if you're watching this on the rewatch, hello everybody, feel free to hit the like button, because I'd appreciate it.
Anyway. So the victims, I mean, the families, the French and Mahaffey family, obviously,
Casey, hello.
you know, this is the second time they've had more like their wounds have been reopened, because the first time was when Carla Hamoka, who was basically...
Chantal, I'm just going to tell you right now, if I was interested in like true crime stuff and all of that, I wouldn't be listening to your
handed
telling
the tapes
of it.
over to Bernardo's next lawyer, who ended up handing them over to the police. And
she's bad at storytelling, and telling these stories while stuffing your face full of McDonald's is a fucking choice. And ignoring your cat, by the way.
and the justice system, you know.
No, I don't think potato fries are good for cats. Let's do a quick Google search. I'm no veteran, but are fries good for cats? If your cat ate cooked French fries, you don't need to worry. The fries won't harm them, but it's not a healthy food choice for cats. Make sure you don't let your cat eat fries too often. In this household, I think it might be a problem. This should be a rare treat. Frozen French fries aren't as harmful as raw potatoes. Frozen French fries? Oh. Interesting. I will say that I'd be concerned with the amount of salt on those fries, considering McDonald's is notorious for that. But whatever. Hammy, I'm glad you like that one.
Thinks that he's still a threat to society, which, you know, one of the arguments that...
Chantal went from feeding salt-coated treats to her cats to fries straight out of the box. Hey, Morgan. Good to see you.
For him being moved to a minimum.
You think it's veterinarian Jean? Hello.
Not minimum. Medium security. Is that the maximum security system is only meant to be, you know, preparing criminals for the medium. They want to rehabilitate criminals. Let's just be real here. There's no rehabilitation going on with someone like him.
Chantal, let's just not. I have a long and sordid memory historically of you and your hot takes on rehabilitation of specific criminal activity. Let's not. I don't want to revisit that today. Today's a happy day. Today's a Sunday.
It's not just about rehabilitation, it's about justice as well. Like, he still has his life. He doesn't have a good quality of life, but he shouldn't. He took the lives maliciously. Incredibly, I'm not going to describe what he did.
I'm skipping. I don't care, and this is not what my day is about.
Justin Trudeau as well, our Prime Minister of Canada, and also...
Oh, it's just Jen, the E is silent. Thanks, Jen.
Doug Ford. He made a statement saying he deserves to rot in maximum security for life.
Oh, sorry. My brain is also going back to the period of time where all of this was a talking point around specific people in foodies world. Yeah. And all the hot takes about prison that I had to sit through because of Chantal. God. Skip it.
Julia. Hi, sweetie. Baby girl. So.
LaFlay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Oh, Eddie, thanks for the super chat again, mate. That's okay. You can just tag me, but thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And it says, should not be discussing the Bernardo case. It was one of Canada's most horrific cases. He filmed himself during the crimes and only the audio could be played in court because it was so awful. That's terrible. I'm not at all familiar with the case, Annie, but thank you for the insight and the support. I appreciate it. I like, we know as long watchers of Chantal that she has done this before. And in all honesty, thinking back to the instances where she has spoken about like horrific crimes or circumstances, and in her mind, I mean, she has been rewarded for doing all of that. She's been rewarded for doing a lot of things, right? That you might see on its face and think, maybe you shouldn't be rewarded for that. But she is a spectacle on the internet. So that's her brand. Messy mess. The thing that kind of reminds me specifically of when she was talking about the the cheese graveyard is a good, for instance. Pretty much any time she's spoken about these things, she's specifically tried to not cause outrage, but cause like focus and attention on her telling these stories with no sensibility, I guess. So this is very much very, very on brand. And I'm kind of glad that I'm just kind of skipping through it. Exactly, Lottie.
He might be in a cell, which a lot of people think is inhumane. Well, so is torture and murder. So way more, you know.
I'm skipping all of this hot takes. I don't need foodies hot takes on.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
No, thank you.
Of this case.
And the thing is, she didn't put it in her title, but she put it in her thumbnail, which is even more confusing.
It's a very messed up situation.
Like, did she think she was going to go viral and cause a lot of attention to come her way because she's talking specifically about this? The other thing is, as well, like, she's no law tuber. Like, she's got no... Aside from being Canadian, I guess, Chantal's really got no perspective on any of this stuff, which has always kind of sat weird for me, especially when she's talking about, like, true crime stuff. It's like, she may be generally interested in true crime stuff, but not to the point of being able to tell the story well, and not to the point of being able to tell any story without having food in front of her. Like, this is a mukbang, just with extra bits. Oh, do you? I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, I'm skipping heavily on this.
Forgotten about it actually until I saw that in the news. We have a few criminal cases that might be worth discussing. I'm not sure, but we also have...
Why? I would like to ask the question. Foodie, nincompoop. Why are these worth discussing for you? Why? I don't think they are. I just don't think they are. I don't think they're worth making videos about. What is the point? What perspective are you bringing? None. Zero. Can you do it? Sure. Should you do it? Probably not.
Luca Magnotta. I don't know if I ever talked about his case. Another Canadian.
Oh, you want to talk about Luca Magnotta? Do you want to talk about cats? We can talk about cats. That's opening a whole door. I would prefer not to.
They made a Netflix documentary called Don't F With Cats. And that was about him.
You're a bit late to the bus there.
Anyway.
Like, that's the wild thing. It's like, what in Chantal's mind makes her think that she has any perspective that is, like, interesting or worthwhile, I suppose, to share? Does that need to happen? No. As a content creator, should there be an element of, like, an interesting perspective for you to be able to share? Something you can connect with, something you can sympathize with, something you can speak about? Yes, that's what makes content interesting and good. Not Chantal sitting in front of a fucking burger telling stories about Luca Magnotta. I'm very familiar with the story, mostly in the Netflix documentary thing, or situation type of deal. So I won't say very familiar, but I'm familiar enough because in, specifically in gay culture, there are, like, horrible, terrible, awful stories that are told as kind of a form of, like, be safe, be smart, don't meet with people, don't go to a second location. Like, they're, like, all of these, like, there's terrible story. Well, there's one specific terrible story in Australia about the death of a gay man. That is, it's not told in levity, and it's not told in, like, oh, let me sit down and fucking have a meal and talk about this terrible thing. But it is very much like, girl, like, look after yourself, see the red flags, be aware of danger, don't go to second locations, like, you know, don't bring him home, all of that stuff. I'm not interested in Chantal's perspective on any of this. These are all stories to tell with good duties and not on the internet for fucking money while you stuff your face. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Cautionary tales. Jen, that's the phrase I'm thinking of. Yes. Okie dokie. So, we're going to move on to KFC Twister and Jalapeno Cheese Fries Mukbang. Hopefully there's something different to talk about here. Let's go. Oh, I gotta get it. There we go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Sarah, right vibe.
You're so sweet.
Moving right along.
Yes.
I can't even see this potato quality. Hold on. This is at 1080p? That's a lie. Where? Hold on. Let me reload.
Yes.
There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, that's alright, Abby. I hope homework's going well for you. I was having a mentally hard day when I made this video, so I was kind of quiet. I chose to upload it anyway, as it was okay sometimes not to be okay. If you're going through a hard time, please keep going because things will get better. Also, this video was from a couple of days ago, so I'm doing better. Did she mention it in a live stream? Somewhere she mentioned that she'd filmed something and thought, oh no, I didn't really like the mukbang, so I'm not going to upload it. Turns out everything is content. Pity me, boo-hoo. It is. We'll see.
Hey guys. Sorry, there's like somebody choosing to hammer like right when I'm doing my video course. So I don't know if you're gonna hear
There we
that.
go. Louder.
Anyways,
Great.
I was craving KFC, so therefore I'm gonna eat KFC. Okay. So I have some, it's like a box of stuff. Some chicken strips.
I can't believe they bought a new car, but not a table. Still so confused.
A couple of twisters. And this meal comes with a Pepsi, and I have some...
This is not a meal. This might be a meal, but this is a meal for two. We got 2 twisters, some fried chicken, a massive family-sized bucket of cheesy fries, and 1 drink. Maybe it's not a meal for 2. I think it's a meal for 2, and she just doesn't have the second drink. Rosie, thank you so much for being here for 15 months, mate. I appreciate it. Rosie says, you're live. Love a wild pulpy appearance. Hello. Happy weekend, mate. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. And thank you for the support. No, Annie, mukbangs were on the back burner that one day.
Good fries. Cheese and jalapeno.
Like I said, it's not a day ending with Y now. Chantal's not uploading a mukbang.
And so yeah, this is like the twister.
That's huge.
I think we have those in Canada.
Pretty sure you
But
do.
I think these ones use the Lay's chips tenders.
The what?
Yummy.
Did you say Lay's chips tenders? Oh, for the coating?
Okay. Comes with more fries too.
Oh, yeah. No, okay, good. This was at least 2 meals. How quirky.
And just mix it.
Ma'am, that's a lot. This is a lot.
Okay. Bismillah.
A lot of wrong. That's what this is.
Beauty bite.
No sauce? Wait, no sauce? I thought we were the saucy gal.
One's spicy and one's non-spicy.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes, she did, Annie.
let's just leave it at this.
There needed to be more fries in the bucket. Hippiesta, hello. Thank you for being here for 8 months. Hippiesta says, love listening or watching the Stanley Cup finals. Oh, I hope you're enjoying, mate. Lovely to see you, and thank you for being here for 8 months.
If you see me, eating something
Cherry, hello.
that I said I wouldn't eat, just know that I've probably,
Changed her mind.
obviously just caved.
Okay, for those of you who have been here for a while, you all know this about me. I do not understand. Like, I have admitted to being quite a private secret, like, eater with my problematic relationship with food, right? That every fiber in my being screams at the idea of someone else watching me eat food that I feel like has control over me. Like, every fiber in my being tenses and like it's electricity everywhere, thinking of someone, just one person watching me eat food that I'm like, that I've caved to, for instance, right? Or that I've had a moment of weakness, whatever, however you want to phrase it. It blows my mind how she isn't just erupting out of her skin at thousands of people watching that as she talks about it. It's crazy. Right, Lottie. Silver linings. We've got a 4.
Anyway. Feeling tired right now.
I don't know, Jack. And I mean, the intention of a mukbang is a lot to talk about. I think, for me at least, with a problematic relationship with food, I can see the logic of I will hold myself accountable and I will show what I eat on camera, because it means that somebody else is invested and involved and can take that journey with me and I can talk about it. And like, it doesn't really work, however, when you're, one, monetized through all of that because you're incentivized to keep eating on camera. And 2, it's not 24 hours in a day, right? It's not that you film every meal, it's that you film the one meal that you sit down to eat. It's kind of the reverse logic of what Amber used to use, which is you don't know what I'm eating offline, like, how could you? You only see what I choose to show you. It's like, yeah, well, it doesn't give a gauge of whether or not you're eating well or not. It just shows that you want to be a spectacle doing all of this. Okie dokie. It's true, Lottie. It's too close to taxes.
All wicked.
That's true, Kristen. Although she does, she often lies. She said she was going back to the gym this week. She said she's still got a month and a half or like 7 weeks or something on her gym membership. So, like, she could literally sit down and tell us about all of the fabulous things that she does in her day outside of this for 17 minutes. Dear Chantal, sit down and tell us what you did today. What did you do? Did you go for a drive? Did you go to the shops? Did you go to the gym? Did you cook something? No, you don't do any of that, because this is Chantal's everyday, which is scary if I thought about it.
No.
Oh, thanks, Maria. Good to see you.
Apartment kid.
Oh, we haven't really spoken about the car, right? Oh, didn't Chantal have a community tab post that I should read? Probably. I believe she did. We're gonna speed this up. No, not that. Not that. We're not watching that. Oh, she did have a community post. Isn't it? Is it gone? Did she delete it? Oh, well. What a shame. Oh, well. Let's get back.
These are the best cheese fries, I swear.
No, Annie, no. It's just cheese fries with jalapenos. The deleted one? I believe it was the deleted one I was thinking
People are
of.
noisy today.
Where she was saying, where's your luxury $30,000 car? That one.
Twister. I don't know what's on it. Some kind of yummy sauce.
Look, the whole car conversation confuses me. Because I'm assuming Chantal has absolutely nothing to do with that car. I'm assuming that, and the assumption is purely based on the fact that she still has a Kia in Canada corroding away and not being paid off. So, much like her taxes. So I'm assuming the new car has absolutely nothing to do with Chantal and everything to do with Snoopy. And Snoopy's probably, like, much like the bloody bed frame or whatever, has gotten it off a mate.
Tastes like a peppercorn sauce. No dip sauce for it.
Also, Chantal and Snoopy both can make up numbers, like, until the end of time. The thing is, I guess the interesting thing is during the conversation about the car. So, from my understanding, Chantal said, oh, well, you guys looked up what a car was worth and it was 7,000 KD or whatever, and we paid 30,000 Canadian for it, blah, blah, blah. Chantal's on record in one of her early vlogs in Kuwait, or one of the early live streams, saying how cheap cars are in Kuwait because fuel's inexpensive, right? So cars are just super cheap in Kuwait, and that's why you can just get a new one because there's a whole shit ton of them in the country. Okie dokie, Chantal. So I have no idea about cars or prices or whether or not that's a good or bad price, but Chantal is on record saying how cheap cars are in Kuwait. So she's either telling the truth or she's lying. Who knows?
Chicken tenders are on the list of my favorite foods.
Hey, Anna. What a shocker, Steph. Sorry. Hey, Lara. Good to see you. We're just watching Chantal
I could try to make some.
consume. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about cooking food while we're sitting here and eating this convenience crap.
I think there's lettuce somewhere.
That should be apparent. If it exists. I don't think it does. Oh, God. Ew. Funnyish, thank you again for the super chat. Funny says, everything she does is un-Islamic. Gluttony is sacrilege. It's funny how she justifies everything. She's a hypocrite and will atone for us. Thank you very much for the comment and the super chat, Funnyish. I sometimes like get a bit shocked when I think about even just a couple of months ago, Chantal coming online and Pious Marie, right? Yeah, that character that we all sat through. And just seeing how kind of loosey-goosey we are with what is permitted, what isn't permitted, what Chantal thinks of others, and what she chooses to keep to herself because she's taking the high road. I think at the end of the day, Chantal doesn't often take the high road and has somewhat of a tough time not being able to just spew venom at people. Yeah. Which you can't really do when you're standing in a house, glass houses and stones. I'm mixing up all of my analogies. But in short, no, Chantal's never been the one to be able to criticize others without kind of burning herself in the process. Yeah.
So.
Oh, that makes sense, Annie. Yeah.
I'm just feeling tired and worn out.
Kristen, there are a lot of them in this one.
Blah today.
Don't do it again. Okay. We escaped it that time.
You know, as humans, we have different moods.
The end piece had a wiggly hard thing. Do you mean cartilage?
Today I'm kind of in the mood, like, just relax and, like,
oh, crunch. Wow, this is a bad mukbang. Who watched this by themselves?
escape
And why?
and scary movies with my husband and my animals.
Cherry, thank you so much for the super chat. Cherry says, hi, Zach and Chat. I was productive today. I cleaned all my shelves and dusted off all my anime figures. That's awesome. Good job, mate. Felt good. So, Chat, I'm super proud of you because you're doing your best, and that's enough. 100%, Cherry. Thank you for the message and for the super chat. I appreciate it. Excellent to hear that you've been productive today. And, Chat, make sure to take a leaf out of Cherry's book if you're listening in on this and you've got, some laundry to throw on, a surface to wipe down, some steps to get in. Go do it. We'll accompany you. It's great. Thanks, Jerry. I hope you have a great day. JJ, hello. Thank you so much for being here for a month. JJ says, I do not want to think about the digestive system today. Thank you for being here for a month. The other thing to remember is that Chantal has generally a high-fat, high-carbohydrate diet. She also has no gallbladder. So, like, if you're wanting to think about, it, if you're wanting to think about it, there you go. Feel free to think about it. Hey, Nat. Good to see you.
I don't feel very talkative, like...
Well, then why did you upload this?
On days when I feel like this, I don't even really check what's up.
I know.
And those close to me know.
I just wanted a day of privacy. I just wanted to, disconnect and spend some time, with myself, practicing some self-care. What do? Order fucking KFC and just fire up not a live stream, but the camera. Sure. Okay, great. That seems healthy. Who am I? Kalaka, hello. Thank you for being here for a month, mate. I appreciate it. Kalaka says, a month already? Glad I could catch you live. Lovely to see you, mate. Happy 1 month. Thank you for the support. Hey, Super Chats, good to see you. This is for the feeders. I don't know. I think that there would be more mess. I mean, the moans are particularly egregious today.
Spicy food.
Bring back the tiny microphone. I agree, Rumham.
I know I haven't been beezing much.
Oh, Shell Bean, that's excellent. That's a good note. Chat, make sure you're drinking your water.
Don't worry.
Keep
I'm
hydrated.
Good bees.
Also moisturize. Oh my goodness, Julie, congratulations. That's excellent news. That's awesome. Congrats. Are we going to eat the whole thing? Possibly.
I love jalapenos.
Also, the fact that she doesn't chew, it still blows my mind because she's just swallowing whole chunks of food. And, man, I would be really interested to know, if you eat like this, right? If you don't chew a lot, does your esophagus, stretch to fit more and more like a snake? Not disconnection, but, does the throat tube, stretch? That would be interesting to find out. Moon Goddess Tara, hello mate. Thank you so much for being here for 25 months. I appreciate it. Tara says, how lovely to finally catch you in a live. I feel like it's been a while. Happy weekend, mate. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Does the esophagus
Julie's sleeping in a box.
stretch?
Cats love boxes, huh?
In some cases, your esophagus can be stretched enough in one... Oh, that's a procedure. From not chewing? I don't know. Oh, it's called esophageal dilation. Patients with a narrow portion of the esophagus often have trouble swallowing. That's not foodie. I just wanted to know whether or not it could stretch. Interesting. Stricture is a narrowing or tightening of the esophagus, the tube from the throat to the stomach. I don't know. Why are we talking about... Why are we talking about this? Why? I don't need to know this.
She's so small.
Specifically because I look at the... Like, I just look at fries, for instance. A fucking mouthful of potato, and you are chewing, like, 3 times and swallowing. The amount of, like, choke hazard and heartburn that I would receive is through the roof.
So, I keep teetering on, like, do I want to try driving here? So,
oh, really, Mandy? Oh, interesting. I had no idea. I was like, I don't even know if the body does that. But of course the body can do that. The body's a machine.
what are you having for supper?
Hey, Ariana.
I swear the sun makes me more tired.
Have you been in the sun? When did that happen? Also, wear your sunscreen, chat.
Even? There's no cold water coming from the tap here. It's like hot only. And I mean hot.
What am I going to make for lunch today?
So when I feel like
I've got some chicken breast and some salad. That's what I'm
I
going to
like
do.
things to talk about for mukbangs. I feel like I've said it all. You know,
Ooh, I've got a little bit of cheese as well. I might treat myself.
that's my problem.
Welcome back, Lottie.
When you're being more private and reserved, it's hard to share things.
Oh, Funnish, thanks again for the super chat. Funnish says, if you're going through anything difficult, I wish you all the best. Life is so difficult. I want you to know you're loved and mattered. Oh, Funnish, that's a great message, chat. That all goes out to you as well. Thank you for the message in the super chat, mate. I appreciate it, Funny. And I agree, everybody's important, and take care of yourself. And I think the particular thing with watching Foodie and Amber is, like, for me at least, seeing any sense of, like, similarity or reflection definitely helps me be like, oh, maybe I'm not feeling happy. I've got to tell you, if I'm doing this with or without a camera in my life, I feel like that might be a sign of me being like, I need to go and find some more joy. I need to, like, actually get outside, see some sun, take a walk, breathe, have a hot shower, have a cold beverage, just something. Because, like, this, I don't want to say misery, but it certainly seems like Chantal's currently, at, like, this week in kind of a down place. And I don't know whether or not practicing this activity is going to help with that.
Because we just live a very average.
And, like, the thing that blows my mind as well is that, like, I was quite the homebody in my 20s. And I just can't imagine... Because Chantal doesn't have any hobbies at home either. So Chantal's just, like, firing up the camera, eating garbage on camera for 20 minutes, 40 minutes a day, whatever. And then, what? Scrolling through TikTok? And yelling at people in the comments? Like, that's a life, but what a life. Cherry Lolly, thank you for being here for 7 months. I appreciate it. Cherry says, hi all. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. I am. I hope you are as well, mate. Thank you very much for the support and lovely to see you today.
Day-to-day life, you know.
Oh, that's true, Sadie. She does watch some choice things on the internet. Ooh, souffle. That sounds good. Nice. That's an 8. Hello.
I know I probably look sad.
You do. Hope the grocery walk is good.
Not sad, just in one of those moods. And no matter where I am in life, I always get those.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching this screams regular Chantal to me.
But you know what? You can get through the bad times in life by realizing, like, you have to ride the wave. Or dance in the rain, as they say. Because if you wait around, you know, looking for your life to be all roses all the time, you're going to be very disappointed and overall unhappy because it's not meant for that, you know.
Chantal, by way of some miracle, has essentially touched on an important point that I like to talk about quite often, which is, yes, you can't sit around and wait for life to come to you, because it just doesn't. It doesn't. Unfortunately. You can think that you're owed things, and you can think that life will come at you and just kind of be a passive member of your own life, but you just can't. The interesting piece about all of this is that Chantal is quite passive in her own life. She kind of just lets life come at her. The last, like, kind of big step that she took, obviously, was meeting a stranger on international Tinder and moving halfway across the planet, which is a choice. It's a choice. But yeah, Chantal touched on the truth there, which is don't sit around waiting for life to come at you. Take a walk in nature, you know. Cold Brew, thank you for being here for 3 months. I appreciate it. Cold Brew says, Sir Walter Meowserton says, Happy Catterday, Poppy. Oh my God, say hi to Sir Walter for me, Cold Brew. Give him a big hug. Thank you so much for being here for 3 months, and say hello for me. Megan, hello. Thank you for the super chat as well. Megan says, an hour late, but I'm always happy to join the live. I hope you're doing something productive. Always inspires me, and I appreciate your positivity. Thanks so much, mate. I appreciate the super chat and the support, and thank you so much for your message. I hope you're having a fabulous day and doing something productive and can tick something off the list for this weekend. Thanks for being here.
How can God test our character?
Oh my God, Lord Baroque's here, everyone.
Our human growth without difficult times, right? I cannot tell you how much these realizations have helped me.
Also, just in case anybody's new to Chantal, this particular talking point is on a 6-monthly loop. Annie, thanks again for the super chat, mate. Annie says, Chantal clearly never learned from the lesson my older baby niece learned today. She insisted on getting the grown-up pancakes, not the kid size. If you eat big kid pancakes, yeah. What is the rule of thermodynamics, Annie? Energy in versus energy out. Thank you for the super chat. I don't want to think about Chantal's toilet behavior at all. Not the digestion. Yeah, I think so. Chicken or duck. I think it was Milk Tea who spoke about it the last time Chantal mentioned she was feeling like a little. Oh no, when she was talking about culture shock. That's right. And Milk Tea had some really good insight on what culture shock feels like and looks like for Milk Tea. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily that, but I think the shine of the situation has definitely worn off now that we're 6 months into the relationship and 7 months of that in Kuwait. Yeah, I think, I don't know. The interesting question, I guess, is whether or not Chantal's ever going to get to the point where she just pulls the plug on everything because of whatever reason. The problem with all of that is she's painted herself very much into a corner with returning home to Canada.
Colonel.
Because she will, I think Chantal would literally do anything not to pay her tax bill. Marissa, lovely to see you, and that's true. That's very true. I feel called out.
They remind me of the Wendy's snack wraps, but no cheese. Man, slap some cheese on there.
That's fair, Annie. That's sensible. Sensible. Or can you, like, get the big portion and just half it, and someone else eats the other half?
KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't found a Nashi here yet. Most Nashis that are not from Burger King have coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw in burgers. Except maybe pulled pork, but I don't eat that anymore. So, even when I didn't really like pulled pork that much. So I don't feel like I'm missing out, that's for sure.
I so don't
You can get pulled barbecue chicken. Have you ever tried that? It's really good. Even the vegan jackfruit stuff is good. I like it. Alright, guys. So, I guess...
Oh, God, this was depressing. No, I'm not watching anymore. No, bye, Chantal. That was enough for today. Man, her mukbangs that's a sad mukbang. Alright, chat, strap in. I know not everybody here is here for Ambi. I get it. She's not everybody's favorite character. But I've got a 40-minute Destiny Stays Lying live stream that I would love to catch up on with you. So if you'd like to hang out, feel free. If you're off, hit the like button if you could. That'd be great. And if not, that's totally okay. But we're going to catch up with the queen herself, Miss Amberlynn Reid. It's Ambi time. Here's for Ambi. Look at me learning. Oh, I'm so happy. Nice. Let's go.
Hello? Oh my god, I still have...
Oh, that makes sense, Annie. No, go for that.
You guys just witnessed me pulling a hair out of my
Deal.
face. Now, if that isn't content, I don't know what is. So I have a bunch of, like, windows on the
Paddington, you need an Ambi catch-up? What type of catch-up? Where did you leave off? We'll catch up, mate.
side of me, so my face automatically looks lighter on this side and darker on this side. So I just want to get that out because that was happening in one of my live streams and people are like, oh my god, her makeup's uneven and all this stuff. It's even. See?
Chat, raise your hand if you care about Ambi's makeup. I'll wait.
It's even. Hi, hello. How y'all doing?
I'm really good, thank you so much for asking, and I really like your hoops today.
I say that every time now. I think I'm like Dr. Now. Hi,
0%. Nobody cares.
Hey, hello.
Nobody cares.
okay, so I have...
Oh my god, I have to address this rumor that people are talking about on the internet that my makeup skills are terrible because one side of my face is in shadow and the other side of my face is light. I'm sitting next to a window, you guys. I had to address it, that all of these malicious rumors are being spread about me. Fucking hell. Imagine giving a shit.
questions and things I want to talk about. I did post on my Instagram. Send me questions if there's any questions.
This is what happens when people tell you you're the most interesting person in the world. You take the most mundane, ridiculous commentary about your life and have to address it.
I want me to answer on
You can tell I'm already in the mood for Ambi.
live stream because I know there's a lot of people
Great.
who don't want to talk in the chat, which I completely understand. So, yeah.
I still have
Let's
more
do this
beverage.
then.
I have so much beverage.
So the first thing I want to clarify, I have
Okay.
to call it on my phone.
Hold on, slow down. I'm pouring a drink.
The color shirt looks nice on you. Thank you. It's actually a dress. I loves it. Cow goes moo. I believe in you. Thank you. And I'm gonna do so much better. We're trying to pay attention to super chats, answer them, unless it's something that where I
Lies.
have boundaries up and I don't want to speak about something.
Uh-huh. Why don't you block that word from your chat?
But I am going to try my hardest to answer every single
Hey, Yulia, good to see you.
one for you guys because you guys have been telling me that I'm flopping on that, so we're gonna get a little bit better with that.
Oh, so she does listen to the feedback.
Yeah. Red is a color of yours. Thank you. People tend to say that, and I don't see it. But if you guys see it,
Ambi.
that makes me feel good. So thank you. Okay. So first things first is Destiny keeps saying how she wasn't around for my cancer symptoms, and I just want to say that during that time, that is actually when Destiny and I were closest in like a friendship ways, when we would see each other the most.
Just don't be friends with exes. Universe?
You can go back and look at that in vlogs. I actually, this is the phone.
Vlogs? I don't think Destiny and Dana were in that many vlogs. Like, obviously, Eric and Ricky were in far more vlogs because they actually lived in the same house. But I don't think there was a lot of content that had Destiny and Dana in it.
That I have that I use
Okay.
every single day. But I have an old phone that I plugged in last night, and I was like, I need to go back and look at text because I swear I'm not crazy.
Oh, Ambi, just let it go. Let the people talk. Just let the people talk. You do not need to address every single statement said about you from your ex of 8 years ago. Fuck. This is crazy.
Yeah, so Destiny's lying about that. We were very
Then show the receipts, Mary. You plugged in your phone, you got the text messages, show the receipts.
close during that time.
Nobody trusts anyone in this situation. And like you said, you think the audience thinks it's more fun to trust the worst case situation, which I think is true. So, show the receipts. Funnyish, thank you again for the super chat. Funny says, does Amber make more than Chantal? Yes. Yes. If you're talking about, like, YouTube income, yes. Amber has more consistent uploads and consistent numbers. And she's better at it. Yeah.
So, Allah. Another thing.
Oh, Kristen, 100%. I am here for 40 minutes worth of... You give me, like, 3 hours worth of Chantal or 40 minutes worth of Ambi to react to. It's Ambi, hands down, all days.
Thing is, she said that in her original video, she said that she was trying to hook up with the girl that she was hanging out with at work when I was, like, scared that she was, like, emotionally cheating on me. Like, I knew she was. That's why I wanted her to contact me during lunch. It was just, like, this anxiety, like, / I don't trust her / you know.
And you stuck out with Destiny.
No.
That's wild to me.
She was trying to hook up with that girl that night that she broke up with me and the next day, which she admits in the video. But then in her last live stream, she said that didn't happen. Again, another lie. So
trust no one, but also note taker Amberlynn over here. Shame she can't bring that energy to her own stories.
She's lying a lot. She is. It's just tons of inconsistencies, and I need to call her out because it's not okay.
Do you need to call her out when she's talking about things in her life that didn't involve you? Now, the emotional cheating, you could argue that did involve Ambi, but if Destiny's sitting there saying, after I broke up with Ambi, I was trying to get with this other person, that's not your business to talk on and speculate on. It seems like you're almost reacting to content on the internet. Fuck. What a surprise. Darker Shade of Julia, thank you so much for being here for 3 months. Julia says, hey, Poppy in chat. Sending love from South Florida. Sending love from Brisbane, mate. Thank you very much for being here for 3 months. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Oh my god, Lottie, could you... Oh, wifey would be so happy. This is a week's worth of ex drama in the household. Ooh, such good energy in that living room.
I also want to talk about, like, people justifying Destiny's jokes. A lot of people are saying, like, you know, in awkward situations, like nervous laughter. Like, I'm all for that. I'm all for, like, nervous laughter.
You have used that as an excuse for your own shit so many times, Ambi. Please do not even try.
Laughing off trauma. I'm there for it because I am that.
You literally do it in every video.
I definitely laugh at inappropriate times because of nervousness. I am the same way. I will be talking about something that absolutely hurts me and I'll laugh. The mind and body does crazy things, but people are justifying Destiny laughing that I smell, Destiny saying that I'm a sumo wrestler, just flat out making fun of me.
She didn't technically call you a sumo wrestler. I did see that clip, and, like, yeah, Destiny is not being kind in the things that she is saying. Let's not get it twisted. She's not.
There's a difference between laughing at something that is making you nervous.
And this whole, like, I have to tell these stories to heal thing is fucking BS. You do not have to do shit on the internet to heal. Take it offline, go speak to your good Judies or your therapist. You don't need to make coin telling these stories about Ambi online. You don't. That's for your own benefit. And I'm not saying anything about that, but, like, let's just keep it clean.
Versus making fun of somebody. And these people who are justifying, it's not okay. Again, it just shows where people's hearts are at. I am here to call Destiny out on her bullshit because I'm tired of it, and I'm
work more drama. I'm
not here to make fun of her in any way, to laugh at her in any way or anything like that. I'm honestly so beyond tired of seeing you fail over and over again. This time you have run out of second chances. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being human.
Oh my god. Annie, I just saw your comment. This does kind of remind me about her in the car with Becky. Big! Look like a big cherry. Big! Oh dear. And I feel bad because Becky said that about herself. She said, I look like a big cherry. And Ambi thought everything was about her. Decided to come for Becky on camera.
Yes. All right, so we have clarified those things. Let's see what's next.
Ooh, good to know, Lottie. I can't wait. I did see that actually from yesterday? 2 days ago.
I still have a little bit of pneumonia, so if you hear me out of breath and stuff, just say. Someone said she obviously didn't think you stink that much. She would.
Do I think the cough is put on? Yes. Am I cynical? Yes. Should I be? No. But I have been watching Ambi for a long time. She's been able to sit here and have relentless conversations.
Was always kissing on you. Oh, she was obsessed with me. You're a skinny legend. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. And I know you be joking. But yeah, Destiny was obsessed with me. We don't even need to go there. We don't need to go down that lane there. But so people were asking, did I call or text Destiny during the Pookie Walmart incident? And yes, I did. I texted her and I told her exactly where I was. I said I was sitting by the entrance. I was either in Burger King or Subway. I can't remember, but it's like, you know how some Walmarts have like that food like in there, like it could have been a fucking McDonald's for all I know, but it was like a fast food area that I was sitting. And I called her over and over. I made sure to text her, but she wasn't answering me. So yeah, I just feel like that whole situation is a big red flag on Destiny. And
Destiny abandoned you in the Walmart, and yet you still continue to be in a relationship with them. Did you ever like have a conversation about it, work things out, try to be mature about it? No. I understand that was also a youthful relationship. It's not like Ambi was having that relationship in her 30s. But in the same vein, like you don't have to keep telling that story and trying to paint a character in a particularly bad light, because again, everybody in this light is kind of messy.
For people to like invalidate that, like, you can't control when someone gets their feelings hurt.
I agree, Darlene. It's questionable.
And me walking away to like take a breather is very healthy. That is what I'm learning to do in therapy. And you can do that in public. It doesn't just have to be while you're in your own home. If something happens where you're like, okay, I just need to take a breather, be allowed to do that. I want to feel validated in that, but so many people are missing the fact that like...
Stop coming to the internet for validation, you nincompoop. Go touch grass.
He left me.
I'm not even saying go and take a walk in nature. Just fucking leave your front door and stop existing on the internet requiring attention and validation from internet strangers. It's not that... For us, it's not that deep. This is literally your life. Like, you need to just disconnect. Feline, unplug the modem. We're done for the day. No.
At a store in the middle of the night. I didn't drive. I didn't know much about Ubers back then. I don't even think I knew what an Uber was back then.
A cab?
So it's like, yeah. Big red flag on her end. I feel like most of the stuff that she's calling tea.
I do find it funny that she's talking about big red flags and she's wearing a red dress.
It's just like her exposing herself. That's what it feels like at this point. I didn't think I'd catch one of your lives. Love this and love you.
No, but see, Lottie, she has to be right.
Thank you, Christy. I appreciate
She has every right to exist on the internet. How dare we tell her to get off?
that.
Ambi logic's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yes, thermostats. It was at night. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is people making fun of abuse. So a really good example of this, I just feel like I need to be a voice of reason here. I understand that I'm Amberlynn Reid, the forever villain of this freaking community, whatever.
Main character syndrome has entered the chat.
But I just need to be the voice of reason. Hold on a second. We have a super chat. Hi from Ireland. What age is Twinkie? She's Darlene. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Twinkie is going to be 11 in July. Okay, so people are making fun of abuse. We're going to use the Mountain Code Red situation as an example. So
of you throwing the can at the car, right? Right.
I have said over and over that that did not happen. That is not how the events played out. And I will stand by that, and I will forever stand by that. You've
also said that your memory around certain, like, traumatic experiences is kind of not there. So, like, mate, what do you want the audience to believe in all of this?
Because I don't get physical with people. I'm not going to throw things at somebody. I am not going to threaten self-harm. I have never done that, and I won't do that. So I want to make that very, very clear. Flower Power Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. It's greatly appreciated.
I don't believe anybody's story.
But I do want to say, let's imagine for 3 seconds that all of that, what Destiny did say, is true. No one cares. Move on already. Just Jamie, thank you for the super chat.
Also, she's a little quiet. Sorry. Oh, wait. No, she's okay.
So, just imagine that did happen. There is a reaction channel. Jordy, hello! I know you're watching because you're also obsessed, and that's how you make your money.
She's so mad.
So, him making a parody out of abuse is disgusting.
I don't watch Jordy. What was the parody?
So, it didn't happen, but in Destiny's brain, Destiny's mind, whatever it may be, just imagine for 3 seconds that it did. And just imagine for 3 seconds if I was to make fun of someone else's, like, abuse story or whatever it may be.
Am I missing a piece of critical knowledge here? What in this, she threw a can at Becky who was in a car. Sorry, not Becky. Destiny. Destiny was in the car, right? And Ambi threw a can of Mountain Dew Code Red. Wasn't that the story? What am I missing here?
I'm just finding this... I'm not going to say the full community, obviously, come to Denver. I've never been there. Maybe I should. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Well, Bug Love, you let me know how it goes. Hey, Angelica, good to see you.
Just trying to say, long story short, is it's just a lot of hypocritical nonsense is happening lately, and people just like almost like justifying. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like, I just feel like people are trying really hard to stay on Destiny's side because they're a Amberlynn Reid reaction channel, and it's making people look.
Hi, I react to Amberlynn Reid, and I'll tell you right now, I'm on no one's side. I'm on the audience's side. I'm watching these stories along with y'all and just trying to keep up. I don't care who's right in all of this, or not even right. I don't care whose version of events is right in all of this. I just think it's fucking bonkers that it's all playing out online. And it's so weird. We can keep some of this private, or not. If you both want to make coin out of it, go ahead. But just expect your audience to have questions and be, you know, not invested, but like, hell, this is interesting for a taste. Not a swallow, just a taste.
Really bad. Like, I've had so many people contact me, like, saying, like, Jordy, I cannot believe Jordy's doing this. I've been in an abusive
It's very dramatic, Annie, yes.
relationship, etc., etc. Like, it just doesn't look good. And it's like, when is there going to be, or where and how is there going to be a person that is going to, like, stand up for this stuff? Because I just feel like so many people are so...
Stand up for what? Stand up for what, Ambi? What are you standing up for?
afraid to, like, stand up to reaction channels, and...
Oh my good God.
It's a lot.
Right, everybody's the victim now. Everybody who talks about content on the internet is a big, mean bully. Noted.
Like, it's just a lot. Next thing. Okay, so my cameo, I do have a cameo, and I've been having to rebook a lot. So if I don't do a cameo, there is an option to rebook it. Always rebook it if I don't do it. I've had some people contact me saying, like, are you going to do mine? I had to rebook it, etc., etc. And I just want to say that I will do it. It's just I've been getting so many, and I've been getting a lot. So
She's booked and blessed, y'all.
I haven't gotten around to do every single one
Booked, blessed, and busy.
of them, but I will get around to it. So I just wanted to mention
What
that.
is it, like a 10-second cameo? Hi, insert name here. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. This message is from your bestie, insert name here. I'm Amberlynn Reid. There you go. We just did it. Good? Was that good? I'm so booked. Okay, even if you have to do like 10 in a day. This is so stupid.
Okay, another thing is, if you guys remember where Destiny's mom, like, beat me up, and there was something I said, I actually used to have an online journal, which I went and found. Oh my God, this online journal went all the way back to when I lived in Virginia.
Please feel free to share the screenshots. I would be here for... Would I be here for it? I mean, I think I'd be here for it.
So it was crazy to see. It's actually a private online journal, so it's not like public. No one can go find it or anything. It's something that I used to write in a lot, and...
Very that bloody. And that's the thing with cameos as well, is that they're often quite time sensitive. Like, people, from my understanding, people will reach out to actual celebrities and be like, hey, I'd like to book you to do this thing. And it's like, it's a 10-second message. And oftentimes they're like, wish so-and-so a happy anniversary. You're their favorite, like, artist. Or, you know, wish my bestie a happy birthday. And I need it by this date. And most of them have, like, date ranges that you kind of have to input. So that's confusing to me that Ambi's failing to provide a service she's being paid for. What a shock. That's shocking.
Me and my ex from Virginia, we would actually write on there together, but I also would write on that when I was with Destiny.
I would love to know how much Ambi's written over the years, because she's got journals, she's got online journals, she's got just notepads. Oh, so many things, so many words, so many feelings to get out.
Stopped while I was with Becky. So I wrote about the whole situation with Destiny's mom when she beat me up, and I remember telling you guys a story about how I don't remember what I said that made Destiny's mom, like, attack me, and in that journal entry I actually put what I said.
Okay, I'm still not believing anybody's, like, 100% on this story in particular, because it's been told so many different times in so many different ways, and it's not important. It doesn't matter to me to believe any of this. This is a different reality. This is online shit-talking from things that happened 8 years ago. Is it important who I believe in this situation? Not at all. Should it matter? Absolutely not. No.
Actually put what I said. I told her that I hated her because of everything that she, you know, put me through. Oh my God, it was so weird. Also, while I was going through this phone.
Show me the receipts, Mary. I don't believe it unless I see this screenshot.
I had a lot of messages.
Did you? Where are they? Load them up.
It was just, like, really...
Let's go. Put them on the community post tab.
Triggering, because I don't want to air anything about, like, Dana or whatever, but Dana is, like, a kind of a good I'm gonna use Destiny's word, witness to like what I went through with
Great, let's get Dana on. Come on, let Andy Cohen and the rest of them. Let's go.
Destiny's mom.
A full production season final.
Because Dana kind of went through the same thing in a way, but not, it never got like physical, but going through those messages was like really hard.
Also, with Dana's side of the story, it's like, what do you believe? Do you believe Dana's retelling of the story that Ambi told her? Like, Dana wasn't there, or are we believing Dana's perspective on what Destiny has said? Because like everybody's perspective in all of this is biased, but she's angry at the audience for having a biased understanding of the story. Logic.
I will say that, but yes, I did say that I hated her because she was literally throwing all my perfume down the stairs at me, and that is when things got physical. So if you guys want to go back and watch that live stream where I talked about the whole story, I don't feel like redoing it right now. You can go back and watch that and then add that little missing piece, because we finally fucking figured out what that missing piece was. And I honestly could not believe it, because I was sitting here and I was like going through all these messages, and I was like, because this is the fun that I had back then. And I was like, did I tell someone about this? Like, and then I just kept thinking hard and hard and hard. Like, did I keep a physical journal there? Like, what? I had to have proof somewhere. And then I was like, oh my God, that freaking journal online. So I'm glad that I found that. Okay.
I'm not. I wish you hadn't.
What else? Oh yeah, people are asking why I won't show Dana and Destiny screenshots. It's because it's a personal conversation. Dana gave me the permission to say that Destiny was still messaging her, but it's like their conversation was personal, so I didn't want what? Okay, sorry. I just read a message that made no sense. So I don't want to share like people's like personal stuff.
All of this is personal stuff. You are choosing to share all of this, but go to town.
All right. So now I think we are about to get into questions that I received on Instagram.
That's true, Lottie. People would talk about it less if she did.
Oh, and one last thing.
Hey, Bacons. Good to see you.
Is people are saying that Destiny and I planned this. Definitely not. Definitely not.
No, I definitely think that Ambi is just doing all of this in response to Destiny. Destiny might have had a plan to do all of this. I don't think it was planned, though.
Okay, so I'm going to take a break and I'm going to answer some of y'all's questions, and then I'm going to get to the Instagram questions. So I noticed that my live streams have been like super long, and today I'm actually busy. So that's why I don't want to make this like super long.
Because I think the thing is, because Ambi is not lending herself to any honesty in all of this, and by honesty I mean showing receipts and stuff, right? I think it would be interesting if this week like Destiny comes online and is like, oh good, like I got my old phone as well and here's all the receipts, and then ends up sending screenshots, because unfortunately having those receipts, having those messages, having, you know, all of that lends so much more weight to any situation than just either of them saying anything. But we could also just like stop saying things and stop talking about it, because there's no winners in any of this. Everybody's a loser.
So Twinkie's nails. I am not perfect by no means, but Twinkie does get her nails cut by our vet every 2 months.
Hello.
So that's, the vet said for small dogs that's a good time frame. So I'm just going based off of the vet, because it's actually a really good vet. Love this vet so much.
Twinkie is looking very good.
So yeah. How come your pants always go over your shoes? I am short, but I like to get tall pants because I do have lymphedema, and it's like there isn't a happy medium. My pants are either too short because of my lymphedema, and lipedema, or they're too long because I get the long pair, so I do need to cut them.
Oh, here's my recommendation, Ambi. If that's what you're doing, that's great. You've got all the time in the world. Learn to stitch. Learn to sew a quick hem. Pull those pants up.
Girl, witness is not a big or complicated word. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Where'd I live? In Virginia?
Yeah, just cuff them. Just roll them up and stitch them in. Done. Nice and easy.
Fredericksburg?
And what a skill. What a skill to learn. And not one that will be a lot of time invested, but what a good skill.
Did I take my medicine today? Yes. I have been perfect with my medicine. I am just beyond proud of myself. It's been a couple months now, and it's helping so much. Like, my anxiety...
Christina, I forgot hem tape existed. You're right. Fabric glue, would that work as well? You could literally just, like, glue it together.
I don't think my anxiety has been this good and easily, like, since I was a teenager.
Angelica, thank you for the super chat. Angelica says, eating soup popcorn. Oh, with Mamacitas? So good, right? Oh, so good. Little spray of olive oil, little sprinkle of Mamacitas, throw on some extra salt if you like it, and I put mooch on it at the same time. Oh my god, savory delight. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. Thank you for the super chat.
Like, I am absolutely shocked.
I will have to have popcorn this afternoon. Thank you. That's true, Caitlin. Though she could learn to sew and do cameos at the same time.
I do like Harry Styles, yes. Okay, so let's get into the questions from Instagram.
Good point.
Did Destiny ever break up with you before the official breakup? Yes, she did. So she broke up with me. As you guys remember, like, the official breakup was January. She actually broke up with me a couple months before that in November. The breakup lasted maybe 24 hours. It was so random because like everything was totally fine. And then all of a sudden, like she just broke up with me. And this was actually
Why did you get back together after 24 hours? That's the most interesting part in all of this.
I think I had
Like, what logic did you apply?
quit work by then. I don't remember when I quit work, but I remember that I was at home and I was just like devastated because she ended up going to work and I just felt like lost. Like I lost my favorite person. I lost my best friend. What am I gonna do with my life? Well, she ended up coming home late and I was so confused. And I was like, oh my God, where is she? Like I was worried. I was like, oh my God, like is she gonna come home? She came home with a balloon, an iPod, flowers, and a card. And she wanted me back again. So
No. Not for me. Not for me at any point in my life. No.
it's like now that
You say the words, we're done. Okay, that's how you feel. We're done. That's fine.
I am thinking back about
Because I'm assuming those words have a lot of thought behind them. They're not emotionally driven words. Or they are emotionally impacted words, but they're not, like, the result of a fight. We're done? We're done. Great. Get out.
this. She broke up with me after Dana stopped talking to her. And it's like now that like
Ooh,
I'm,
Destiny
everything is
just
so
posted?
like out in the open and I'm seeing things more
What
like
is
crystal clear
Destiny's
and I'm
channel?
like
It's something
putting all the
about
pieces
toast.
together. I feel like Destiny, because she was emotionally cheating on me, as you guys know. I truly feel like I kind of feel like I'm kind of glad she did this because I'm able to like heal my own type of way, like talking about this. So thanks, Destiny. It feels to me now that all the pieces are coming together that
Oh no, wrong button.
I'm so happy you found true love. Thank you, Justice.
Lightly
That Destiny was
toasted.
so hurt by Dana not talking to her that she broke up with me because everything was fine in our relationship. Like she could sit here and say all this stuff, whatever it may
Oh,
be.
she uploaded a 48-minute video called Clarity. Ugh. All right, well, Destiny, you've got
But
my
everything
attention.
was fine in our relationship. Like we were happy. Of course, there were things. Not every relationship is perfect or anything like that. But like the big problems started when she started talking to Dana. And then when Dana started talking to her, she was like, "I'm gonna break up with Amberlynn so I could be with Dana." But Dana, I think, got a boyfriend. So then she tried to get back with me. Like Destiny, gross. Someone actually, quite a few people were asking, when did you start only?
She's sitting there with a book and notes. Great. So we're just gonna do this whole thing again, huh? Maybe that's tomorrow's stream, because no doubt Ambi will have some things to say. Funnyish, thank you for the super chat once again. Funny says, let's all listen to relevant soundtracks. Mine is Brandy, Never Say Never. Good track. Oh, good album, rather. Also, Beyonce's Lemonade. Robin, Dancing on My Own for those international. Robin is an icon star, ally, and we live, laugh, love. Funny, thank you for the recommendations in the super chat.
When did you start only eating the skin on the nuggets? Like this was like literally only a few years ago.
I'm just gonna
Someone
see if she
asked,
puts.
in what ways are reaction channels all the same?
Oh, shut up.
As Zachary Michael said actually in a new video, it's because they're all biased. They're all
Everybody is biased, you nincompoop. That's what it is to be an audience member and a human. Everybody is biased. I don't care about the objective truth of Amberlynn Reid. I don't. I watch Amberlynn for the funnies, for the ha-has, and to watch the nonsense on the internet. I don't care about the truth. The truth doesn't, it doesn't impact my enjoyment. Should it? Yeah, 100%. Does it with Ambi? Absolutely not, because I know that she lies for the camera, just like any vlogger, any influencer, any person who has a persona on the internet is not showcasing 100% of their life, and that's okay, because I'm only in it for the entertainment. That's it. Like, what does Ambi not understand about this? What does she not get? There's a difference between painting yourself as being honest and truthful and open and transparent on particular topics or things that you choose to film, but I have never received that from Ambi. Ambi has always been manipulative on the internet. And I assume Destiny is as well. And when I say manipulative, I mean biased. They want to show their best sides, and they want to show that they're right, and they want to show that they're, owed something or sympathetic or whatever. They paint themselves in particular ways. God.
they all have a mission, and the mission is not to be clear-headed and to understand Amberlynn Reid. It's to think Amberlynn Reid is lying about every single thing that she says, and yeah, that's their mission. What's one of the worst things Destiny ever did? So one thing comes to my brain, and I don't even know if I want to share it, to be honest, because it is it does have to do with her and the way that she views the world and how to treat animals or whatever. But she had a dog named Cash, who
I'm sorry, why are we telling this story? Are you trying to paint Destiny in a particular way? It seems like it.
actually would babysit when he was a puppy.
I think I know this story. I know there's some not great pet care stuff with Destiny involved as well.
And I guess Cash wasn't trained very well. And
I'm pretty sure it was this dog we were talking about.
By the way, when her and Dana were together, so this.
Hey, Hats, good to see you.
So I would babysit Cash, so I grew to love Cash, obviously. But I guess Cash ended up biting like a little girl, and Destiny. This is when Destiny and I were friends, and she was like talking to me about it, and she was like, "I'm gonna have someone put down Cash," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like I literally have the text messages in this phone, literally have them. And I was like, no, don't. Like, literally get your dog trained. Like, train your dog. Like, dogs.
Okie dokie. Yeah, it does sound like we're not going to be having a fun conversation about animals. Just heads up, everyone. Steph, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope you're having a great weekend. Steph says, sorry, team, this is a high school level of drama that I refuse to deal with on a Sunday afternoon. That's fair. You have a good Sunday afternoon. Just ruining the long weekend vibes. Laters, have a fabulous weekend, mate. I'll catch you later. And thank you so much for the generosity. I appreciate it.
This can change. Like, your dog is still young. And so, long story short, oh my god, I was so mad. I didn't talk to her for a little bit.
Why are we telling this story? We've heard this story before, and we've heard it through Ambi, funnily enough. But like, all this does is paint Destiny or paint everyone with a particular brush character-wise. But okay, great. We really are just going tick for tack on 8-year-old nonsense. Great.
And it's like I didn't know the address because this is when they were living with. I'm pretty sure they were living with someone.
I don't care to hear the story again. I've heard it already. Skip it.
That has to be, and that's even something that like I messaged Destiny actually when she first started this drama between us. I said, are you going to tell them that your mom beat me up, and are you going to tell them that you tried to kill your dog? I said that. Yes, I did, because I'm not messing around. Like, if you want to expose me, what have you exposed? Like, truly, like everything that you have said about me, you have exposed yourself, like, fully and wholeheartedly.
Yep, I agree, Ida. Everybody sucks.
I don't know. Next question. Zach admits reaction channels are biased and can acknowledge Cindy being complex with mental illness as a person, but why won't he do that for you? I don't know. He can answer that. Next question. When are you going?
Ooh, she could have actually given some form of response there, but chose not to. Interesting.
To go back to making videos. I actually am going to be starting a new YouTube schedule. Yeah, it's been like a hot minute, but I think it's time that we switch it up. I have been doing that every other day type situation type deal for so long that I think I'm just over it. So I will talk more about what I want that to look like, I guess in a video. What other questions do we have here? When you were harassed by your dad's friends as a teenager, did they ever touch you?
Yeah, true life. I think it's probably going to get even messier as the weeks go on of them going back and forth, because so far we've gone from talking about my relationship with Ambi to heal to what she smells like to other not kind comments, and Ambi is coming in swinging hard in response of remember when you tried to put your dog down and all of this. So this back and forthery is certainly escalating. Yeah, I think it's gonna get quite dirty.
So trigger
dirty
warning. My whole freaking live stream should be considered that. They would like touch my leg, like mess with my hair, like put it behind my ear, touch my arm, brush against me on purpose.
What are you talking about? No, we just entered a area I don't want to talk about. No.
Made my stomach like turn for sure.
No, thank you.
I sent you a drunk IG voice memo, but I deleted it. Oh, Kobe. It's okay. But I don't think I want to talk about that anymore because
I don't want to hear about it.
It's just been like really hard for me, for sure. And like a lot of people are like, is there anything you regret ever talking about online?
Like that topic of conversation, I do not understand how it's pulled into the Destiny drama, because I don't think, has Destiny said anything about that? Hope not. My God.
That. Another question. How do you feel about Jordy justifying abuse just so he can stay on Destiny's side?
Again, take no sides in any of this. Everybody on the internet's a bit messy.
It's
people who are rehashing an 8-year-old relationship for drama on the internet. I'm all about it. I'm all about watching some mess. Don't get me wrong, but like there is no side taking in any of this. We're rehashing events from 8 years ago that neither of these people would probably remember 100% correctly. And as Ambi said, everybody's biased. Both of them want to portray themselves as something in all of this. Don't trust any of them. Don't trust any of them 100%. You're an audience member watching all of this mess unfold. You make your own mind up.
Pathetic. Truly. Another question. You once said you could live a fulfilling life without leaving the apartment. Do you still feel that way? No.
Oh yeah, Rosie, I'm all here for the messy drama and conflama, but like, I'm not invested in any of these people. They live in a different reality. I'm just watching my stories.
Not at all. I said
That's all this is. I'm not taking any of this seriously because it is not serious.
that during like a depressive episode, because I noticed like when I wasn't medicated and I was manic and then lows and then this and that because I'm bipolar, as you guys know, I would get very depressed and I'd be very low and I would not want to leave my home, like at all. Like walking Twinkie is like climbing Mount Everest. Like even just like brushing my hair. You guys know that. You guys have seen that. So when I said that, it's because I was like going through like a massive low. I don't think that way at all. That's just like, it just goes to show that like when you're depressed, like the things you say, like, and how you feel is just so not you or who you truly are as a person. So it's hard sometimes to like, I can understand where people are like, we don't know the real Amberlynn.
It is interesting as well because I reflect on Ambi saying how much she enjoys YouTube, how much she loves doing it, how much she loves editing and all of this stuff. I think she needs to find something else that gives her joy in her life that has as much meaning, if not more, than YouTube. Because I don't see rehashing all of this and reliving all of this and talking about all of this stuff as, like, healthy, in a lot of ways, healthy or beneficial. Like, there's no... Like, even if you are right and even if you are 100% accurate, you're never going to convince all of the audience to believe you. You don't have that power, and that seems to frustrate you incessantly. So why would you want to keep frustrating yourself?
And I get that because I have been so freaking just like... I've messed up really bad with like medication. I mean, that's point blank period. Not taking it has... my mood swings and I act irrationally and stuff like that. And it's like, now that I'm like taking medicine and stuff, I'm able to start finally like feeling like myself. So yeah, do my legs leak? No. Okay, I'm just going through, see if I'm missing any super chats. No, I'm not going to answer anything that's like super rude about cancer. It's just not pointless. When will we get a weight and diet update? Definitely in a video coming up. So that'll be soon.
Great. I'm here for that.
Did you get a diploma or GED? I got a diploma. I walked across the stage. Do you have your own internet or is it part of your lease? I have my own internet. Nothing is part of my lease. Everything is separate, like water, all that. Electricity, separate. Destiny said you knew about the surprise party with Charlotte when y'all were together. Is this true? So I want to explain. There was a surprise party that, this is while we were together. This isn't the one with Eric and Ricky, which I did not know about that one. I know a lot of people think that I did know. I did not know about that one. But
I just need to clarify. I know there are rumors and speculation about my knowledge of the surprise party with Eric and Ricky 6 years ago. I need to tell you and clarify so we don't get it twisted. I didn't know about it. Oh my god, who the fuck cares?
the one when I was friends with Charlotte, and it was...
Give me that diet, weight, health, my road to weight loss surgery conversation any day. This is so tired.
Supposed to be like a party for Christmas, but like they surprised me and it was actually a birthday party. I did know, and I had to fake not knowing. And the only reason why I knew is because that was around the time where Destiny was emotionally cheating on me, hiding text messages from me, being super suspicious, etc., etc. So during that time, like everything that she did was so suspicious to me, and everything was like heightened, and like I couldn't trust her at all. So,
oh, Funnyish, thanks for the super chat. You're off to see Spider-Man. Enjoy. I hear it's really good. I hope you have a great time.
So one day she just like straight up said, "I'm actually planning a surprise party for you." So that's unfortunate.
That is wild, bloody.
And I didn't want to hurt anybody that was planning the party, so I did say that I didn't know because I didn't want to hurt anyone. Like everyone took the time to make that for me. Why would I ever want to like take that joy away from them? But yeah.
Wow, you are such a martyr, Ambi. Pretending you don't know about your surprise birthday party. Oh, the pains you must have gone through.
What else? Why do you keep spreading the rumor that Destiny is flirting with Dana? I never said that. I said that Destiny messaged Dana. I never said that they were flirting. Someone asked how...
You said that Destiny was messaging Dana behind her current fiance's back. I will say that is an illusion. You were alluding to the fact that perhaps something shady was going on there. Choices of words.
Have you watched The Whale yet? I still have not seen that movie. Neither has Feline.
Bun, I see you. Sorrows and prayers. Sorrows.
So yeah, I think instead of answering any more Instagram questions, I'll just talk to y'all. I just wanted them to have also the opportunity to ask some questions as well.
Great. How long have we got left? We've got 10 minutes. Then we might dip into to Destiny's Conflama. See what the responses are. Jesus. It's fine. We got time.
Destiny's using her voice. I'm mad that Destiny's lying. And also sharing things that are private.
That's the thing. I don't think you can sit on camera and act so outraged that people are sharing private things about you to then turn around and share private things about them. Like, you can take the high road. You don't need to address any of this stuff. You could choose to, and that's what you're doing. You don't have to.
Cannot believe people are genuinely laughing at Amber being molested. Yeah, that's... yeah.
I'm so no. Skip it. I don't know.
Mish and mash. What's the word? They just go together perfectly.
I'm Twinkie right now.
Amber, you're strong. Thank you. I love you too. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. Why are you and Destiny texting? We're not like texting. That's not what's happening. I think people are like envisioning
Neither of you have blocked each other, so that is texting.
this like situation. That's not what's happening. You're the most beautiful person on earth. Oh, thank you. Loving this Fix It Lynn era. Proud of you. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate it. Like, we're not like texting like, hey, how you doing? No, if something comes up and I need to say something to her, I have texted her and vice versa. So
and yet we are reliving all of this messy drama on the internet. It's so confusing. I would understand if neither of them were talking to each other and they were doing this as part of a like spiteful back and forth. It's basically the dueling live streams of the foodie era. But like, if you're also talking offline, what the hell? Like, why? So many whys.
where are your earrings from? They're just some like hoop moments, probably like Amazon. I don't know about fake nails. I do miss having fake nails. I will say that. Your critics are.
I haven't watched Destiny before, so I'm not sure how to the point it's gonna be, but we'll see.
Just follow the crowd with their comments. You're not the villain they make you out to be. I care about you. Thank you so much, and I completely agree with that. Like,
my name is Amberlynn Reid, and I'm not the villain.
There's good examples of that, like the whole, swamp ass thing being posted over and over right now. It's like small minds follow crowds. That's
small minds follow crowds. You heard it. You heard it, everyone.
what it is.
Jesus. What type of Pinterest?
Just really like my legs. I wouldn't say that she likes them. No, I, that's a weird word for it. She accepts me as is. I don't see how anyone could look at my legs and be like, oh, that's hot. Like, no. But once you're in love with someone, you find flaws about them just to be beautiful naturally. I don't really know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. I look for your videos every day. Watched you for 5 years. Colby, wow. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, Feline lives with me. Where did you
Nail Lynn was a bit of a vibe, though.
get your diploma?
Come on now.
From high school.
She was about the drama.
Cool. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Have I ever been to Morocco? No. You look incredible in your peach shirt.
Oh my god, Blue Sky, give him a hug for me. It's a great name.
Thank you. And it is even. It is. It's just
Twitter, maybe?
freaking windows on this side. Do you think you reframe specifics to victimize yourself and villainize others just the way you retell events is not entirely honest? And I think it is. I think it ultimately hurts you. I don't think that I do that. No. Thank you for
Okay, work.
super chat.
Right. She basically said, no, Zach, you're wrong. Why would I ever not tell the truth about situations to paint me as a better person? That's silly. Silly.
How's my weight loss surgery going? I will talk more about that in a video.
Oh, but I want to know now.
Then sit somewhere different. It's just easier because how this is like set up. If you guys saw, you would understand. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go probably once this hits 40 minutes. I'd say that's a good time. So we have like 4.5 minutes left.
Have you got anything else?
Calling me beautiful and stuff. It was like a bus stop like every 5 feet. I swear to God. So it was like no matter where you were in Tucson, there is a bus that will pick you up and drop you off where you need to go. Like
Skip.
from Luca.
Skip.
Yeah, it's always been like a little weird little mini dream of mine to live in LA. I don't think that'll ever happen, but
Skip.
what is the worst thing you've gotten lately in your PO box? I don't really want to talk about that. But thank you for the question.
See, that's how you do that, Amber. You do know how to not address stuff. Oh, what a surprise.
Engaging in my chat, but there are some things that I will not talk about.
Amber does know how to say she doesn't want to talk about it. Holy shit. She just never applies it. Goddamn.
Your skin looks amazing. What do I use? Foundation. Yeah. Yeah.
Why was that a nervous answer? Also, that person must be new because we've gotten quite a few of those get ready with me. Oh, actually, we haven't in a while. That's fair.
How long are you going to talk about Destiny for? Probably not much longer. I just know that there are
Lies and slander.
a lot of questions still floating about, rumors and lies that I want to clear up. So yeah, Miley or Kate Winslet? Definitely Miley.
Bring receipts. If we're going to clear stuff up and you're going to say that you've got text messages from like 8 years ago, bring them out. We would
My
like to see them.
boyfriend is an Amberlynn stan. Peace and love. Aw, tell him thank you. I appreciate the support.
She needs the last word, Ida. 100%. She will not let it go. Or maybe she will let it go at some point, which would be really nice.
So yeah, because I'm actually losing money with these live streams.
Oh, take it back. We're talking numbers.
Because trust me, if that was the case, I wouldn't live stream era.
Okay, here. Let's start here. I'm still Twinkie.
No, this is not a live stream era. I want to make that very clear. No, videos are coming back.
Great, can't wait.
We are not working together for views. Nope. Because trust me, if that was the case, I wouldn't do live streams. I would just make this into video forms. So yeah, because I'm actually losing money with these live streams. Yes, I am. Because I guess what I talk about, YouTube says, no, no, no. So
she's not losing money on the live streams. Her live streams might be getting flagged and might not be eligible for monetization. That doesn't stop the super chats from rolling in. I wouldn't trust Ambi's math on that.
Oh, yeah.
No. Plus, like, none of this content is vlog stuff. It's just like, I don't know how Ambi doesn't understand that if she took her Q&As and turned them into a live stream a week, right? She could still practice her Q&As, but turn it into one piece of content a week. She'd be able to engage with her audience, actually answer questions that were already asked, so she'd have a lot to talk about from the get-go, and could still create like 3 vlogs a week that had none of that involved. I just don't trust her with numbers.
So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream.
No worries,
I will be
Mama Bear. Have a
back
good
with a video. I'm still trying to plan it out. I think I know what my schedule is gonna be like, but I don't want to say anything in case I change my mind. But I think I know, folks, and it's gonna be a mixture of videos and live streams. So.
Oh, but it's not the live stream era. Videos are coming back, y'all.
Yeah. I'm not gonna promise anything right now, though.
I don't care. Like, I love the long format stuff. I could do this all day.
That's just what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go.
Okay, you go. Let's boop into Destiny and see what's going on there. Hold on. We're just gonna touch on it. It is 48 minutes, and I don't have the time to do all of that. But I just want to see what the vibe is. I've never really watched Destiny Raw, so forgive me if this is not up to standard. But let's see. I just want to see how it starts. Oh, maybe not on mute. Okay, let's go.
So this is not an ideal setup, but I'm in my bed and I have some laundry I have to do.
Oh, same. She reminded me. My laundry's in the washing machine. I need to hang that.
This is probably the last little bit I'm gonna read out of this notebook just because it's so much to sit and watch these like compilation videos and everything. And
oh, so this isn't a response to Ambi's content. This is a response to the compilation videos that Destiny's been watching to address the drama. Right.
I'm just basically after me and Dana get together and are basically living together. It's
Amanda Hug and Kiss. First of all, fabulous name. Second of all, I agree. Yes.
pretty much all from memory anyway. Like it's not gonna be a point of me watching videos because I'm not gonna be mostly in them or surrounded by them. So we'll start with February of 2017, and I think I've only got February to like most of March in here, and then I'll just go off memory. So this video might
I don't trust going off memory, but okay.
include some of 2018, and I might stop at that point, but I don't know.
Jeez Louise, I forgot this was a video because it seems like a live stream setup.
Alright, so February 2017. Amberlynn just talks about weight loss a lot, like wanting to lose weight or losing some weight, maybe, I don't know. She's hanging out with her friends a lot, going with Charla and what have you, and I'm just doing my own thing with Dana. Like, we're still living together at this point. I'm just doing my
This is that terrible time when you all were sharing a bed but broken up, right? Oof.
own thing. She's doing her own thing.
Ugh. Yuck.
I was hanging out with Dana, like, when me and her first started, like, actually dating, so, like, and maybe even a little bit before, I don't know. But me and Dana started dating February 13th, so it wasn't very long into February.
That's like halfway through February. Oh, that's right, it was the day before Valentine's Day. Wasn't Valentine's Day an important... Wait, didn't Ambi get broken up on Valentine's Day? Wasn't that a story? Was that before Destiny? No, wait, hold on. Someone help me with that timeline. Valentine's Day is an important day in Ambi lore because I'm so sure. Yeah, she did. Did she get broken up on the 13th? Because didn't she come online with like a big bottle of wine? Didn't she do a stream where she was drinking rosé? Oh, January, Friday the 13th. Right. So Destiny and Dana allegedly are getting together a month after the breakup. Right. Gotcha. Clean. I'm getting it mixed up because there was a drinking stream on Valentine's Day from memory. Yeah, gotcha. All right, noted. All of these dates coming together.
Me,
Yeah, she was wrecked on that live stream. She was very upset.
well, after me and Dana started dating, though, I do know that I had to help her and her mom out with getting to and from work. I think most of them I had a way to work. I was usually driving them home, which I was taking Dana home.
That is you talk about iconic Ambi streams. That's one of them.
Anyway, at night, and we were just hanging out a little bit, but I was still going home. Sometimes staying the night at her house, but I was mostly still going home.
Oh, that's right. She called Destiny and Dana on Valentine's Day a month after breaking up. Oh, what a wreck. That's some messy drama I'm here for, not the retelling of it like 6 years later. No, give it to me live.
To the apartment. And then on the weekends, I would stay with Dana. Like, Friday night, after work, go home with her and just be there till Sunday. And on Sundays, Amberlynn would have, like, this whole thing planned out with what she wanted me and her to do, whether that be going to the movies, grocery shopping, what have you.
Yeah, it's just so good. Maybe we should watch that at some point.
And
not today, but we'll mark that up onto one of the retro days.
at one point, we got a
Fun.
Costco membership.
We've definitely reacted to it before with fun. Maybe more fun with a bit more perspective on Destiny's take from all of this messy drama, right? Like what Ambi's talking about around the breakup might be very different to the way they're both remembering it now, many years later.
Because I was tired of her buying just like the smallest little bitty bits of things just so I'd have to take her shopping weekly. I was like, why do you have to grocery shop weekly? Why can't you do at least 2 weeks? Like, why does it have to be weekly? Because sometimes I would have plans and I would have to circulate myself around what Amberlynn needed to do, and it was just...
Oh, I do remember that being a sticking point. Destiny was not happy having to, like, drive Ambi around everywhere.
kind of annoying. And I thought the Costco membership would help. It didn't. And then I wrote, the weekly shopping, all that. At this point, me and Dana were still talking, I guess. When I got the Costco membership, we weren't dating yet. But I know that we were still hanging out a lot. We were going on, like, some small dates before work, hanging out after work, whatever. The situation that happened with Charla, and Amberlynn driving by Dana's house when I was hanging out with her. It doesn't matter what me and Dana were doing in there. That was still very, like, not called for. But basically, Dana was very upset with that, too. That day, I remember that day, I don't know why Charlotte didn't work. I don't think Charlotte ever got moved to morning shift at that job. I think she was literally just calling out to hang out with Amberlynn sometimes. But Amberlynn was like, oh, me and Charlotte want to hang out today. Can you just drop me off at her house? And then just get me after you're done hanging out with Dana.
That's weird as hell. That's weird as hell to be like, oh, I want to go hang out with this person, and then we're going to joyride past you and Dana's house? That's weird.
After work.
That's weird.
Because, I had to work. So I was like, yeah, that'll work. So, I take her to Charlotte's, go to work, do work, and then I take Dana home, and we're just, just trying to hang out, whatever.
Again, I don't think Destiny and Ambi should have lived together. I mean, after the breakup. That seems
but I don't know.
particularly bad.
I just know it was brought up in the compilation video, and the compilation videos are kind of, they're not exactly in order because Amberlynn uploaded weird. But, me and Dana, things went where they went.
This is why people find the timeline particularly interesting, because God knows.
And, I was just busy, obviously, and my phone was in the living room, we were in the bedroom. And when we came back out, I want to say Amberlynn had Snapchatted me a picture of my car in Dana's parking lot.
That's fucking weird. That's so weird. You've just broken up with your girlfriend. Your ex-girlfriend is still driving you around. Your ex-girlfriend has driven you to a friend's house to hang out. You've convinced that friend to go drive past the house that your ex and her new potential friend are hanging out at. And you take a photo of her car in the front of the house? That's weird as hell. Get a life. I understand that this is like a young relationship, but goddamn if that ain't messy. Rosie, thank you for the super chat. Rosie says, sorry, I'm recently cheated on and she triggers me. Oh, no worries. No, you take care of yourself, mate. Big cup of tea. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. And I'll see you later in the week, Rosie. Take care of yourself. Big hugs.
Dana's driveway. And all that. And it more so upset me because,
mess. Yikes on bikes is the phrase, yeah.
Amberlynn wanted me to come get her after I got done hanging out with Dana because Charla had said that she was not going to have either the gas or didn't want to drive that late to take her home because it was like a 30-minute commute, which was, I didn't really care, I just figured I'd get done when I got done and I would pick Amberlynn up and so be it. Well, I guess to Amberlynn I was taking too long, but Charla went out of her way to drive her past Dana's house.
That's so fucking messy.
And all the way back to her own house, but she couldn't drive Amberlynn home. It really made me mad because where Dana lived and where Charla lived was probably about the same distance, maybe a little bit less. But in the time it took her to drive there and back, it probably would use the same gas then it would have been to take Amberlynn home.
Messy. Mess. All instigated by Ambi, I have no doubt. Although, maybe, Carla, is it? Maybe Carla was also in it for the messy drama.
So it made me really mad.
I don't trust any of them, Duck Rubber Ducky. No.
I explained all that. Like I said, me and Dana started dating on February 13th, 2017.
1 month after.
On Valentine's Day. Now, we all know Valentine's Day was a mess.
It was!
Amberlynn. The day of Valentine's Day, I knew I had to take Dana the presents I had got her for Valentine's Day. I wanted to, hang out with her before we went to work and give her presents. I got her a giant teddy bear, a Harry Potter cup.
Not the teddy bear.
A card, and maybe a couple other little things, I don't know. But before I did that, Amberlynn had me get up early, and she asked if I would go get her some wine from the liquor store, and I was like, whatever, and I did.
Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. What a terrible housemate.
And then she got drunk in a video, and
Go take a walk to the local store. Like, no.
all that.
I would say no. Destiny, you should have put your foot down and said no.
I tried to spend a lot of time away from Amberlynn just because things were still kind of weird between us, and I don't know.
You're driving around picking up wine for her? No!
And Amberlynn was obviously very upset about that. Amberlynn ends up staying at Dana's with me one of the times that I stay there, because I think it was a Sunday, actually. I had went home on a Sunday from hanging out with Dana, and me and Amberlynn had ran and done a bunch of stuff, and I said, because I think I had got Dana something. I think I had got her like a little gift, or just wanted to see her, grab something. I don't remember if I forgot. Something. I had to go back there. So we were there, and her roommate were drinking. Dana and her roommate. You see her name's Sarah. She's in some of the videos Amberlynn posted after this.
Dana and Sarah. Got it.
We go there, and Amberlynn ends up like, oh, I want to get drunk. Let's drink. It'll be okay. Like, we're all friends here, or whatever. And it was a little awkward, but it happened. And then I think we all ended up calling out at work the next day, because we were all a little hungover, but it was awkward, but I mean, it was still like a good time, whatever. And then after that, that's when Amberlynn's basically like, oh, bring Dana with us and we go to do stuff.
That's fucking weird. I don't subscribe to making good with your ex's new potential fling and or new friends. Like, fuck, ew.
So, basically, it wasn't just like us trying
even as a youth, no.
Trying to hang out with Amberlynn
That's
and Dana.
weird.
It was me having to help Amberlynn go grocery shopping and do this and do that. Like, she always wanted to run around Lexington. She always wanted to do this. She always wanted to do that. And
Yeah, Ambi wanted to, like, monopolize your time so you could not spend it with Dana. That's the vibe I'm picking up.
basically, Amberlynn was like giving me the okay to just bring Dana with us so we could spend time together.
You are not her chauffeur. Oh my god, this is so fucking weird.
That's whatever. Dana stayed with me a couple nights at the apartment when she could. Amberlynn babysat Cash. Okay, I was about to explain this when I literally made this video, and Amberlynn went live today. And
now we're getting to the response. Got it.
Cash. My dog Cash. His name was Johnny Cash.
We have heard this story. I think Destiny actually told this story on Ambi's channel back in the day.
And I have June Carter. He's right here behind me. A little sassy turd. I had her babysit him a couple times when we were like going to be out, because when we got him, he was supposed to be 6 weeks old. It turned out he had to have only been like 3 or 4 weeks old. And I actually didn't go with him, with Dana and Maggie, her friend, when they went to get him. They just knew that we wanted a boy. We didn't want a girl, because we didn't want to deal with, a dog going in heat, getting them fixed, all that. Like, we just wanted a boy. I also just prefer boys. I've never had too many girl dogs. I had Twinkie. That's like the only girl dog I've had as an adult. So, and I had a pit bull that was a girl, actually. But she was not fixed. She never went in heat with me. I can say that. But Cash, like I said, was very tiny when we got him. I did not go with them. They went out in the middle of nowhere, and they said, we really want a boy. And the only boy they had he was like itty bitty. They said compared to the other puppies that were in the basket, he was so tiny. And sorry. The guy tried to tell them that he was the runt, basically, and that's what Dana told me, because that's all she knew. And when she got him home, his eyes were still kind of milky, like his ears were just.
This all kind of holds up to the story that Destiny told, from my memory at least, last time.
Kind of open, like he didn't have any teeth yet. Not even little nubs, just like gums. And I was like, holy crap, they gave you a too young puppy. Like, that baby should not be away from its mom. This is crazy.
Take it back. Take it back would have been the correct response, right? Take it back?
So, I got puppy formula bottles, anything that I could think we would need for a puppy, like that little.
Okay, take it back would have been my first response.
These wipes, because sometimes he would go to the bathroom on his own, but like when puppies are first born, they have to be stimulated to go to the bathroom. And so we would have to do that. Like, there was a lot we had to do for this dog. We raised this dog literally from a bottle. He had to have a passy, because they're so used to being with their mom and being able to nurse all the time that he really thought he needed his bottle all the time, and we would like feed him his bottle till he got really tired and swap it for a passy. I mean, it was literally like raising a baby. And that's why Amberlynn had to babysit him, because he needed constant, just everything going on. So, and when we were at work, thankfully Dana's roommate was there through all this. She worked night shift, so she had him during the day. So it was pretty nice. But eventually he got bigger and didn't need all of that, obviously. Well, we had him for a long time, like basically our whole relationship. I mean, eventually we have to move out of our house, me and Dana. This is getting way ahead of everything, but eventually we moved out of our house that we had first
Did we see Cash on video? I'm pretty sure we did.
had together, in with her friend, and then I moved to Florida,
Maybe? Did we?
and Dana had them.
I can't remember.
Well, then when she was moving to Florida, we couldn't bring our animals with us. That's also when I had my pit bull. Very hard to find anywhere to live with a pit bull. I was thankful of the house that me and Dana first had together. It was like a rent-to-own type situation. So we could have her. Like, there wasn't anything against it. But it was going to be very hard. And she was also deaf. The pit bull was. I'm getting off topic on Cash, but I'm just letting you know what happened to my pit bull. Dana had these friends that were like, oh, we have this big farm that's fenced in. She could run literally as far as she ever thought she could. Like, everything was really good. So, that's where she went. We found a loving place for her to go, and it was awesome. But with Cash, we
really did go through a couple of, like, rehome situations in the Destiny era. Because some other stuff's coming to mind as well. Oh, didn't they also give one of the animals to their friend? The artist. I can't remember the name.
Dana's dad wanted to keep her, or him, because he's a real good dog. He is a very good, like, security kind of dog. Like, he was not going to let anyone get messed with if he was around. Now, he did not let him be inside. He was chained up outside, and I feel like that's one of the things that led to everything that happens with Cash, was just, he went from being, well, he was 98% of the time outside with us, too, but it was because he wanted to be. Like, it got to the point where he was letting himself out of the house and just staying outside all the time. So, I mean, he loves being outside. And so when she moved here, that's where he went. And then about a year into living in Florida, we were like, we want Cash down here with us. So my dad's kind of against having a older dog come in the house, so I was like, well,
Oh, yes. One unaccounted for runaway.
see if a friend can
Farm upstate.
watch after him while we try to find a place, because we didn't plan on moving back to Kentucky. We really didn't. We didn't know what, like, if we knew we were going to move back to Kentucky, we wouldn't have brought him down here, obviously. But he was staying with one friend at first, then it wasn't working out with their dog. And then he started staying with my friend Haley, and he did great there. Was around her kids, her smaller kids, never had any issues, was great there. And then we moved back to Kentucky, and he was basically just with us back at her dad's house, because we were kind of staying back and forth between my mom's house and her parents' house.
Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna have to ask Destiny to tell a story straight.
With the other dog. I've explained that before. Well, like I said, we moved back. He stays back and forth with us, whatever. Well, then, we don't want a roommate when we start looking for somewhere to live and figuring out job situation, but the girl that we ended up becoming roommates with actually worked at the daycare that we worked at with us, or she worked at the sister one. And she was like, it'd be really nice if you guys moved in and help out, whatever. So, and we were able to bring Cash. So we had Cash there. And it happened on New Year's Day. New Year's Day 2020 is when this situation happened. We had actually spent New Year's with Amberlynn and Becky and Eric and Ricky. I don't know if that's the drunk night y'all are talking about. I don't know. But I know that we still were kind of iffy on him because he had shown signs of aggression towards dogs, never people. So we still just kept weary because our roommate had a dog. And I was like, listen, while we're gone, either just let him be outside, let him in, drink water, eat, there's a water bowl outside, whatever, or keep him in his kennel, or just make sure you're, like, with him if you're just going to have him out. Just make sure you watch him, because I just didn't want him getting aggressive with her dog, even though it was a female dog. I just didn't want anything happening while we weren't there. And, like I said, we had hung out with Amberlynn, Becky, Eric, Ricky. Well, Amberlynn and Becky were like, well, it's been a while since we've been, like, towards where we lived. And she was like, well, what if we go to Olive Garden and all this stuff? So we drove, and we were literally getting into the town that me and Dana were living in. And, our roommate starts calling Dana, and she's, like, hysterical, and she says that Cash has just bit her 2-year-old that was also living there. And we try to ask her what happened, like, is the baby okay? Is it, like, like, what happened? And she did not know. She did not know. She said she didn't see it happen. She wasn't even in the living room. It happened in the kitchen. She was in her bedroom, which was in the very back of the house. Kitchen was at the front of the house. I don't know what happened. There was...
Again, this story is all sounding extremely familiar to the telling of it years ago on Ambi's channel.
A lot of iffy things going on with her as a mother as well that was beyond my control, and I'm not gonna get into all that, but all I knew was that I needed to go and get this baby to the doctor. I didn't know what to do about Cash right then. I just knew that with this happening and taking her to the hospital, that animal control and the health department were going to get involved, and 98% sure Cash was gonna have to get put down.
Hey Aaron, good to see you.
And it was either us taking...
What's the topic of a live stream? So all of Destiny's live streams have been essentially Destiny watching chunks of compilations from Ambi's videos and then speaking on like the background of all of it and whether or not Destiny has like anything to say about it all. So this particular topic Ambi touched on earlier yesterday, time's wobbly. And so Destiny's kind of talking about expanding on, because Ambi decided to come online and basically say Destiny tried to put Cash, the dog, down, and Destiny is stepping in and saying, this is what's actually happened, or what actually happened, this is how we got from point A to point B, which sounds very similar to the story that was told on Ambi's channel years ago. Ambi is out painting Destiny with a particular paintbrush.
Care of it or someone else. So I was like freaking out about that, freaking out about the baby. I tell Amberlynn and Becky, sorry, like this is what's going on, whatever. We get to the place and I see the baby. I immediately put her in my car. Like, I was really close to that baby, and I feel really bad for that baby. Like I said, I had some concerns with the way that that person was mothering that child, and I still think about her almost every day, and I feel really bad that I never did anything about what was going on with that kid.
This is a lot.
She's fine now. I know she is, but I still feel bad about what was going on then.
Also, ambulance?
But, I mean,
Ambulance.
She would go straight to me. Like, so I literally got there, got her to the hospital. Dana stayed behind with Cash. Her mom came and got Cash. They took him to her dad's house. I get to the hospital with the baby. She didn't need stitches or anything. I'm not gonna. I have pictures of when it happened, but I'm not gonna show those because it was a child. But she got bit basically right here, like basically just one bite right here, and it was pretty rough. It was already very bruised. She didn't need stitches though or anything. Cash had his rabies shot, so there wasn't that to worry about. And I did have to fill out forms for the health department and animal control. And I asked them, am I just gonna have to put him down like what? And they said don't do anything until they've came and assessed him basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you hear him snoring. So we have to wait for a phone call, and then we have to wait for an appointment for someone to come out. So it literally happened in like 2 days though. I got a call while I was at work, I think the next day, just asking where the dog was and, like what was being done right then. And I told him, where he was, and I told them that we hadn't done anything to him, that we weren't home when they asked us what happened. Because like I said, I had asked the mom and she didn't know. And I told her all of what I knew, and, she's like, okay, well, someone will be out tomorrow to do it. And I said, okay, well, I have to work, but someone will be there. So Dana's dad waited for this guy the next day. And listen, that Cash was also territorial over just, like, male gender. Like, he didn't like male dogs, he didn't like men. He liked Dana's dad, and that's literally about it. And, like, a couple guy friends that we had. But, like, just random men, no, was not his cup of tea. Well, Cash was down on a chain, and he let this health department guy walk down to him, rub his belly, scratch his ears, just act like the best dog to this man. And Dana's dad even explained to him, hey man, he doesn't like men, don't try to get too friendly with him, and then he let him do all that. So it was just very surprising. And the guy basically said that he didn't deem Cash dangerous. He said that it was ultimately a family matter because we were all living together when it happened, and it was up to us what we thought should be done about Cash.
Interesting. I know that like different states around Australia and obviously different countries around the world will have different perspectives on when a dog bites, what happens to the dog. So this is actually the reason why I'm so quiet is because I'm genuinely interested in how it kind of functions in their area.
And when we talked to Dana's dad about it, we were like, well, how can we trust him again in someone's house? Like, we don't know what he's going to do. And he basically just said, don't put him down. Just let him stay here with me, out here on his chain, being a good dog, so he can't get in no trouble. Because none of us wanted to see him put down. It was not an easy decision, but it was also, you have to worry about him biting somebody. Like that, you can get arrested for that, I believe, or at least charged, like, and pay medical bills and all of this. And it's another thing to also just let him hurt somebody knowing that he's done it before. Like, that's a big thing. And it happens. And I know Amberlynn tried to say, oh, you can retrain dogs. No, you can't. Sometimes there's nothing you can do for an
Hey, Snarky, good to see you.
animal. But try to make it as comfortable as possible. And that's what we thought we did.
Oh, 3 strikes in some places? Interesting.
But he was there for a while, and then me and Dana ended up moving out of that roommate's house because, like I said, that happened, a lot going on. We just ended up moving out of there. And then we moved in to our own place, tried to bring Cash there, but there was like this stray dog that walked around, and he was like the neighborhood dog. And when we tried to keep Cash there, he kept trying to get in a fight with his dog. And it's not like Cash could go out there and be by himself and run around anyway. Like, he'd have to be on a runner, but I was just afraid of him being on a runner and then him and his dog getting in a fight and Cash not being able to get away and him getting hurt because this dog was significantly bigger than him. I don't know what kind of dog it was. I want to say he might have been a Pyrenees, but he was a big dog. Cash was Great Pyrenees Australian Shepherd mix. He was a very beautiful dog. Tried to keep him there, so we just kept him down the road to Dana's dad's house. Saw him all the time, still took him and did everything with him like we would if he lived with us. Like, he was good. Well, then we go to move out of, this was in 2020.
Oh, recent law.
Like I said. No, Cash got put down. Yeah, he did. That incident happened in 2020, but Cash got put down in 2021. So it's been very recent. Well, 2021, June of 2021, we go to move in with Dana's dad after we come out of the house that we had together. And the day that we're moving into the house, I don't know how, but he gets off of his chain, and my niece, who's 6, is swinging on the swing set that's up by the house, and he's just like, probably like 6 feet away from her, just like at a stance and growling, like he's just waiting for her to do the right move and he's gonna get her. And he had never done that before to her. Like, he knows those kids have always played with him. It was crazy. Well, Dana realizes he's off of his chain. I don't tell, because I'm like moving stuff in and out in the front of the house. This is behind the house. Well, Dana starts yelling for me, telling me that he's off the chain, and I try to get to Gracie, between him and Gracie, and so does Dana, and Dana tries to get him to get back on his chain, and he kind of growls at her, but then he kind of steps back and realizes who he is. I don't know if he was just like confused or what. Gets him back on the chain, everything's fine. Like nothing happened, but it was scary. And I felt bad for him. And I just kept going down there trying to love on him, and he let me. And about 2 days later, I went down there and was like really good playing with him. I had him all excited. He was still on his chain, though. I didn't want him to get off of it just in case. But I was playing with a stick with him. Like, we were playing with toys. I was loving on him. Like,
This entire response seems to be about Cash.
he was being such a good dog. And I turned around from him when I went to be done playing with him to go back inside because I had got dirty. I was ready to go in. I was ready to eat. Whatever. And as soon as I turned around...
I imagine that dog was probably quite understimulated, possibly. I mean, it sounds like, as much as Destiny talks about, like, having raised dogs her entire life, like, it does sound like this dog in particular probably had some stuff to train through and manage. By the sounds of it, I don't know what steps were taken in all of that.
Around from him, I don't know
This is a lot.
what happened, but he jumped onto me, like attacking, jumped, scratched my back all up, and was just like snarling and trying to get my neck from behind. And I mean, it was scary. I honestly thought that he was going to get me, but I just barely got out of his like chain range. And I went inside and I told Dana that, and I was like, I don't know if it was like something I did or like what happened, like that he just snapped. And
it is kind of sad to think about the dog being chained up outside for their entire life.
Tried to go down there.
Because I thought this was like, I didn't know that this was a 2021 story. I was thinking we were way back in the day, but sad.
He tried to snarl and do everything her, would not even let her attempt to play with him, anything. So then we were like going back and forth talking about...
Nat, I'm not really sure. I think the main purpose of Destiny telling this story is trying to extrapolate on Ambi coming online and saying that Destiny was trying to kill the dog, basically.
We were like, well, what do we do? Like, if no one can go down there and play with him, no one can go down there and love on him, no one can go down there and just be like, come on, Cash, you're going to go with us today and run around and take him to PetSmart, whatever. Like, just do normal things with your dog, because we're still doing those things.
I think, like, as much as you can talk about, like, animal instinct and stuff, like, just admitting that you can't train a dog, period, is pretty, like... I think it's a little lazy. Like, didn't even try by the sounds of it.
I was like, if we cannot do these things, he's going to be miserable, not having any attention, not just being on a chain day in and day out. Like, who's going to feed him if no one can go down there and go near him? We were just, like, very concerned, and we were like, it's just no way for an animal to have to live with no human contact, just food and water when you can get it if you let someone near you to feed you, and being tied up all the time. Like, because there was no way we could take him out anywhere. How could we trust him? Like, it was very emotional for me and Dana. We were both very upset, and Dana's dad ended up putting him down for us. Yes, that means that he used... I don't know how to say that without it getting, like, in trouble on YouTube, but he did it himself. That's all you need to know, really. It was very traumatic.
Oh, I wish I hadn't have listened to this. Oh, that's made me sad.
And then shortly after that, we lost our other dog, Piper. And we don't know what happened to Piper. We had her for about a year.
You know what, Destiny? Maybe pet ownership is just not for you guys. Considering we've had Gracie be lost, like, at least a fistful of animals rehomed or rejigged or moved around. This too much. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Here, she was about to turn 2 years old when we lost her. We lost her in January before me and Dana broke up. And I still don't know what happened to her. We don't know what was wrong with her. She had just got sick and passed. But she was a blue heeler, Beagle Basset Hound mix. And she was a pretty dog. And Cash and her got along
That was a lot. Sorry, everyone. Obviously, I didn't listen ahead.
really good, but I don't know. I'm sorry, my legs itch.
Please, everyone, can you all just, like, hug your fur babies for me?
So that is what happened with Cash. It wasn't her story to tell. It wasn't her business. She can try to say that she tried to make, like, this big deal about everything when it was going on. I don't remember her making a big deal of everything. I just remember trying to take care of that baby, try to get everything figured out with the health department. I had a lot of stuff going on when it went down. I don't remember her putting her 2 cents in towards it. And, I mean, ultimately, it was up to me and Dana. Like, she can say that she was upset about it and the dogs can be retrained, like I said. Maybe dogs can be retrained, but from my experience, no. I mean, I've seen
I question a lot of Destiny's pet care in all of these stories, and always specifically always have like throwing all the way back. But it is, I don't know. I think I still have a lot of cynicism around Ambi bringing Cash up and specifically trying to paint Destiny. It has obviously brought all of this out, which is terrible, and I feel awful for the dog. But is it relevant? No. Do I think it's in response to Destiny saying particularly unkind things about Ambi? Yes, absolutely. Does this mean that I think that we're just going to get dirtier and dirtier as all of this back and forth goes on? 100% yes.
But I don't know if it's like a southern thing, if it's like a backwoods thing, but it's pretty, I don't want it to say...
Oh, thanks, Creek. I appreciate it.
I don't want to say normal, but my whole life I've had to have dogs put down and us just be the ones to do it. I've never done it myself. I know my stepdad's done it. And, you know, Dana's dad had done it. You know, like, to me, I don't know, it was just like one of those things that's normal to me. It might not be normal to some of you guys, but it is to me. And you can call me an animal killer. But I mean, it's a very traumatic thing that happened. And nothing you guys say like that is going to bother me because I know where I stand with it. So yeah, that is Cash and everything that happened with him. You see us in March of 2017 staying in a hotel.
I don't know. I don't know. There's like a whole conversation to be had about like working animals and all of that, like on the land, but that just sounds like it's not great. No,
with Maggie, great. Sarah, Dana, and then me and Amberlynn. I don't remember why we did that.
That doesn't sound like my day to day.
I think it was a spur of the moment thing.
Hold on, I need to. We're just gonna I just need one moment. Please hold.
We just did it, but it was a fun time. And we go to Hooters and we go to Five Below. Amberlynn talks about getting new furniture. She didn't get new furniture while she was there. She goes on a date with Becky in this month. Yes, we did drive her. Like I said, I was really angry with Charla. Jax came to stay with me at this point because I had decided to like just basically move in with Dana. And Amberlynn states in one of those videos that I was offering to still take her everywhere and do those things that she needed to do. I did not offer. I mean, maybe occasionally I did, but most of the time she was just asking if I could, and it was either I say yes or it was just all hell breaking loose. Like, you know, just never hearing the end of it, so we would just do it. I got a new car at this point as well, and I don't have anything written after this. So, March of 2017, shortly after me and Dana got together, her niece ended up having to stay with us. Her youngest niece, she was 2 at the time. And literally, the weekend that we ended up having to keep her...
Okie dokie, chat. I'm going to call it there for this one. Like I said, not used to reacting to Destiny. It's a little, different. Yeah, it's different. I don't have any good feelings coming away from that one. So I'm going to take a walk out in nature and make some lunch and, you know, hopefully go and see some happy doggos going for a walk. So that's my plan. Anyway, I'm off. I'm also Zach, so I'm going to go. You take care of yourselves, everyone. Wear your sunscreen, drink your water, hug your loved ones, which include your fur babies. Give them an extra treat today because they probably deserve it. Or not, whatever. So I'm going to go. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy part of this, I totally understand. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, you've been lovely. Thank you all so much for slogging through all of this with me. Hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm going to go. Okay. Bye.